Okay, welcome to Clink, first episode of the podcast with myself and Mr. Jojo.
Who are you?
I'm Boo Boo, or Dan would be.
Dan. Well, if you're going to call me Jojo, you're Boo Boo.
Alright then, fine.
Wait, Clink is almost as good as... Oh, that was not very good,
It's a
actually.
funny noise to make. This is called...
Oh, the click, that was good, though.
Oh yeah, nice, I liked it.
That definitely made that shit big.
Good. So, podcast based around conversation between two old friends talking about shit that we know.
What, have we been... Wait, sorry. Are we old friends because we are old? Or have we been friends for a long time?
I feel like we've been friends for long enough to refer to you as an old friend.
But are we old ourselves?
I guess it depends on... It's a matter of perspective. I don't feel old, necessarily.
I feel fucking old.
But I feel really old sometimes when I speak to really young people.
Oh! Or you get served by them, by alcohol.
Oh yeah, when they speak to you, they
When
call you sir.
They're definitely 12.
When someone calls you sir, and you're like, what? Well, I'm not a sir. What are you talking about? Oh,
I've never been called sir yet.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So
Well,
has
you were
that
a
happened
teacher.
yet?
So-
Yeah, I suppose it kind of happens.
Different bag.
Podcast about some shit that we either know fuck all about, or know a bit about, or know quite a lot about, but have actually no formal education in whatsoever. So we're kind of blagging it a little bit, but also kind of... We've read some shit, so we might know a little bit more than the average Joe. Well, let's hope anyway.
My average Joe.
The average Joe, that'd be...
Oh,
we're not implementing some sort of shitty nickname first time around. Fuck you.
Okay. Right.
So,
Today's podcast is science.
Science, bitch!
Magnets.
Magnets, how do they work? First question. So we've got some sort of topics coming up involving science, the world around us, and shit that is going on. A lot of it's really fucking cool, and it's certainly shit that I know fuck all about. Jojo knows quite a bit more than me for most of these things. So we're going to have a chat, follow us along, and obviously we are going to get a little drunk as well.
We already are.
We're already a little drunk.
We've been drinking since... Well, it's 10 o'clock in the evening. We've been drinking since 7-ish. Yeah.
Give or take. Irregularly drinking.
Yes.
So,
not too bad.
Topic number one, Mr. Jojo, what are we talking about?
Well, topic number one on our list of randomised things would be the psychedelic drug psilocybin, which is not really a psychedelic drug.
Well, psilocybin is present in magic mushrooms, isn't it? That's psilocybin. Yeah.
Well, not all magic mushrooms. Different magic mushrooms have different hallucinogenic compounds. The main one in most mushrooms would be psilocybin. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like in the Liberty caps that we grow in England, we
That
don't
are
grow
found
them.
in England.
They're actually very hard to grow. I'm not saying that I grow them. If I could grow them, I would grow them.
Disclaimer.
No. If I could grow them, I would grow them. They're fantastic. I've always been a fan of the Liberty cap. But so they, for instance, do have psilocybin. I believe others also have psilocybin, but they also have there are different compounds, hallucinogenic compounds in different types of mushrooms.
So what does psilocybin do? What's the jam?
Helps depressed patients reconnect to the world. That's the title that we've just
It's
found.
a weird title.
Yeah.
I mean, reconnect to the world. What do they mean by reconnect to the world, do you think?
Reconnection with depression. I mean, I kind of understand it, because often being depressed is like being in a fog or a blanket where you don't feel like you can connect with other people. So I guess it's removing that blanket or fog.
Right. Okay. So you're feeling disconnected, and you're feeling alone, or that there's no one else around,
Perhaps.
or that you don't want to,
Or just that you can't. If you do see people, you don't feel like you can connect with them.
Right. Okay.
Because you don't feel, or you don't. You just can't get across what you feel, or you just don't care. And a lot of depression is just not caring, unfortunately.
Oh shit, okay. Right, so the psilocybin, the idea being that it's breaking down some sort of barrier that's built up by the condition.
I don't know, but you didn't read it.
Yeah, fuck reading, we're talking. Fuck
We're going headlines all the
readers for
way.
nerds. Take your nerd glasses off, Joe. Readers for punks. No, legit, read it.
I need them for reading.
Let's find out what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have looked into this myself loads of times, because obviously I suffer from all sorts of crap which doesn't need to be spoken about really right now, but mushrooms and MDMA and stuff like that, they're great for that
So
sort
there's
of stuff.
been a lot of sort of research about what the fuck they call, like hallucinogenics, and the way they can treat them. I've read them creaky on this fucking thing.
Yeah, that's probably really loud.
Yeah, probably. Like hallucinogens, the way they're used to treat so a lot of mental conditions.
We're talking about DMT and stuff.
DMT, obviously psilocybin being one, ayahuasca, things like that.
Ayahuasca has DMT in it. That's
Yeah,
the
okay,
active
fine.
hallucinogen.
Alright, yeah. MDMA's been another one. There's been a lot of research into how that can help people.
Well, MDMA has actually started trials. It's not for depression, unfortunately. Well, it's sort of about depression, but it's not used in patients who just are depressed. It's used in terminally ill patients who are depressed.
All right.
So because you can't really because we don't know the long term effects of drugs like that.
But they had fuck all research on them, because they're...
Well, they're so new. Well, no, it's because they're so new. No, it's irrelevant. It's fucking illegal doesn't matter, man.
Is it not?
No, not at all.
How come?
Dude, illegal doesn't matter in the medical community. Like barely, not for trials. I mean, you get permission.
I don't know.
But
I thought that was
plus,
a
you
big part of
think
it.
about all the drugs that are considered illegal now. Used to be used for medicinal purposes, like cocaine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Used to be used as an anaesthetic.
Yeah. Okay.
It's almost irrelevant. The two don't really.
Yeah, but it just takes longer, though, doesn't it? Surely, because you've got to go through rather if you're going to go up to someone and say, oh yeah, we're going to do a trial on paracetamol, they're going to crack on, do what you want. If you went up to them and said, oh yeah, we're going to do a trial on hallucinogenic drugs, they'd be like, I mean, there's got to be a lot of red tape around that shit for sure.
Okay, but for what I'm saying, it's not about the fact that it's an illegal drug. For instance, the MDMA, what I'm talking about is using it in terminally ill patients.
Right.
It's not because it's illegal. It's because it's not a drug that's been around for long enough to people know the long term effects. So you can't do a clinical trial of people that are going to live a long time, because we don't know if that's going to fuck them up later on the line. Down the line, you know. So they have started trialing it with clinically, people that are terminally ill patients that they're at the end of their life and they feel.
So hopefully you get the idea of the benefits or the consequences of doing it.
You don't get any downsides of the drug because
you're not testing it with people who've got 20 years left.
There is no long term effects of people that don't have a long term. That's very sad.
Triple sort of moral conundrum that you sort of.
I think it's fantastic. I think it's really, really cool. I've always advocated MDMA. In small doses, it's very beneficial. I think it helps you deal with all sorts of things. It helps you think about things in a completely different way.
I think a lot of drugs are like that, from what I've heard and from what I've read.
Yeah.
It feels like there are a lot of the positive benefits of them being used, not recreationally, but with a growth mindset in mind.
Sure.
I feel like the damage comes when people sort of say, oh yeah, I'm going to go out on a Friday night, I'm going to do 2.5 grams of fucking MDMA.
That's a lot of MDMA.
And I'm going to chew my face off till the early hours. Yeah. Which fucking power to you, if that's how you want to do it.
2.5 grams might do you about a bit more till the early hours.
Oh yeah, well fair.
Might be up to 8 or 9
the next
day.
You can have both days, you crack on.
Unless you crash,
Whatever you're doing. Either way, I mean, we're living in a society of excess, so...
We sure are. And we see it all around us. And that's fine, I abused drugs when I was younger, and I had a great time. It was fine. Yeah,
but I mean, the way I feel like that gives it almost a worse... It creates a bit of stigma around it, in which people they're not willing to listen to the positive benefits that they have, because they're so worried about the negative side effects that they read in The Sun earlier.
Sure.
Like, I feel like that's the worry about it. And it's similar, well, it's not similar, it's kind of weird that people aren't like that with booze and cigarettes, because the upsides are... Well, okay, so let's take alcohol. Both drinkers, both big fan of it.
I mean, I don't drink often, but when I do drink, I drink heavily, because obviously my hangovers are so bad they last like 2 days. Yeah. I can't drink regularly. I can only drink if I push myself. It'd be every 3 days, because I literally was too hungover for 2 days to drink.
So I drink fairly regularly.
You're a bit different.
Yeah, I drink fairly regularly, and if I do want to drink heavily, I drink really heavily.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of times I've gone out with you and we've gone drink for drink.
Yeah,
that was when I was about 5 stone lighter than you. Probably even more, because you were quite a lot heavier then, and I was quite a lot lighter.
Yeah, we've sort of met in the middle.
Nearly. We're nearly there. Yeah.
But I mean, the positive benefits of alcohol. I mean, firstly, the taste, like it's made in nice drinks, like cocktails that we're drinking currently, like gentlemen. But enjoy the taste, but to be honest, the side effects that people mostly look for is this idea of increased confidence, increased. It's almost like an escape, sort of like you become this person. You're the life and soul of the party. But the downside is you're fucking your health up.
Yeah,
like if you drink, to be sure you're fucking your liver up. Your stomach hurts. Your head fucking hurts the next day.
Are you talking about drinking regularly? Is this what you experience? Because we've never really spoken about this. I mean, I know you drink a lot, but you don't drink heavily.
I've never woken up in the morning going, fuck, my liver hurts.
Yeah.
But I'm aware.
I tell you what I have.
I'm aware it's bad. I'm very aware it's bad. Like, obviously, the hangover is your body telling you this is a stupid fucking idea.
Yeah, I think hangovers are mostly dehydration and
it's a lot of dehydration.
Yeah,
if you drink a lot of water, you have something sugary, then you can negate a bit of it. But then if you drink really heavily the day before, you're probably pissed halfway through when you wake up.
Oh yeah.
So
I tend not to bother waking up until later.
Yeah, I mean.
Back in my youth, I'd get drunk and go to college and get drunk.
Yeah, exactly. Things like employment, people do tend to do that. Or you might go out and drive. I mean, don't drive personally, although you don't drive either, so it doesn't. That's not really necessarily an effect. But people drink and drive. I've known people that have gone up.
People drink.
They've had a skinful the night before up to 4 a.m. They're at work at 9 o'clock. It's like you are so drunk right now. You're hammered.
And they drive to work, even though they've had a sleep.
Yeah.
They're still probably over the limit from the night before.
Sure.
Yeah.
Some people I've seen the next day, they're probably still pissed driving home the next day.
Wow.
Like,
that's pretty impressive.
They're just barely human at this point, just crawling their way through the day.
Oh, yeah, well, they've managed to do the whole day at work.
And these are downsides of not only legal drugs, but widely advertised, widely accepted.
Well, obviously cigarettes aren't advertised. They're not allowed. They're not allowed logos or branding anymore.
No.
They're allowed their name, but not logos. That might not be in England yet. It's in Australia, I think.
You don't know logos and shit like that? No, yeah. So they're all just like big white packs and stuff like that.
I quit smoking a while ago, so yeah. I'm on the
old Optimus Prime packer. Yeah, love it. But,
possibly not as bad. We'll find out in 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. Long-term effects. Again, don't really know enough yet, but glad. Thanks for being a lab rat for us, Joe. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
But yeah, either way, I mean, these things about the psilocybin being used to treat these sort of things.
Yeah, so
I feel like if there's a positive benefit and the negative benefit, even in the short term, is limited, then let's give it a go. Like, I feel like let's give it a try.
Well, especially in terminally ill patients, that's sort of the point. Like, if you don't have a life, I mean, they're the best people to experiment on. Obviously, they're willing subjects.
Yes.
We're not just sticking them in and like, oh, you're fucked already, so let's fucking pump you full of drugs.
Yeah.
These are people that they're at the end of their life. They're very depressed because obviously, if you find out you're terminally ill, you're going to be depressed.
I'd imagine that would be for sure a trigger. Yeah.
But it's a big problem.
Yeah.
Because you don't get to then enjoy your last days. I mean, even just saying that sounds so fucked up.
Yeah, it's really grim.
But you take a bit of MDMA, or you take, and these are very, very small doses that they're given as well. Take a bit of psilocybin or MDMA, and it boosts their. They just feel happier, and you get a lot of acceptance from these kinds of things as well.
Yeah.
Just feel more acceptant. Now, I don't know. I've obviously not been through the exact same thing.
I feel that would have a knock-on effect as well. If you're in a better mood, then your family are better. They're more likely to come and see you because. If you've ever been to see someone who is terminally ill and you know they're going,
I have.
That is a grim room to be in.
It was 22 years ago. It was a long time ago. When I was 5 years old, my granddad died, and on Christmas Day.
I had a similar thing when my granddad passed away.
Yeah.
We all sort of walked in. It was.
Were you a bit older, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it was. He was only like 4 or 5 years ago now.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, I very, very vividly remember it. And it was sort of visiting this man that's full of life, and he was a massive part of my life, and I fucking adored him, surrounded by people that also really loved him, and it was just a somber, fucking dark room to be in.
What was he like?
He was not conscious. He was
conscious.
Very much.
Was it palliative? I can't remember what it's called. I'm sorry.
It was literally sort of moments between we knew he was going to go, and so it was such a somber, dark room. I mean, because it was quite a surprise. In fairness, it's probably not the best example to bring up because if you're terminally ill, maybe then you've got this awareness about you, and you've got to have this conversation and things like that before you're going.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously in these sorts of situations, you're talking about like you're given a year or 6 months to live.
Yeah.
Obviously, this isn't like a week situation where you get fucked and then you're like, well, basically, you're not going to make it to the end of the week.
Well, I think the idea I was trying to get...
Was it like a heart attack or something?
Brain hemorrhage, yeah.
Oh.
It was, yeah.
That's fucking...
Yeah, it was fucking horrible.
That's crazy.
But what I'm trying to get at is the idea that if you know someone who's terminally ill, then it doesn't happen. They do slowly fade away, but then all of a sudden it happens.
Right.
You're just aware that it happens.
Yeah.
So this thing happens. So okay, you've got this terminal illness. You've been given 6 weeks, 3 weeks ago, so you know something's going to happen. At some point, your body's going to shut down.
Yeah.
And at least you've had that chance at that point, if you've had this sort of treatment where you can be a bit more upbeat and you can be as you are and not be this person wallowing.
There's obviously so many things involved in dying. And if you can take away depression from that list of things, that's got to be a good thing. How can that not be a
It
bad
gives everyone
thing?
a chance to experience you how you are, rather than this barrier of mental or this depression that's being brought down, or this worry sort of sitting on you, whereas it's almost a barrier to who you actually are as a person.
You know, I mean, think dying. You've got the horror and the depression of knowing you're dying.
This knowledge of uncertainty, or not knowledge of uncertainty, this absence of knowledge, I suppose, this uncertainty of what's happening next.
The certainty of uncertainty.
Yeah.
And you got the pain, and then you've got everything that comes along with the stages of death.
If there's treatment alongside it as well to prolong it a little bit more, which may or may not help.
If you can take away one aspect, which is the depression, then you're already providing that person with something with something elevated from what is already the end of their days, the end of anything that can happen. I'm such an advocate of these trials. Just for that purpose alone, that's talking about short term. But think about people that are like, right, you're dying in a year and a half. Like it could be in 6 months, or it could be in a year and a half. And that's it. You there's no chance you're making it any further.
It's so vague, isn't it?
And if you give them, if you say, right, well that's it for you.
Yeah.
But we can make those last days depression free.
Yeah.
Fucking give them all the drugs they want.
Yeah, I think to play devil's advocate. I mean, I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of drugs. I'm a big fan of experimenting with these sort of situations on people that are happy to do it, as long as they're very aware, as long as they've been informed. But so to switch on the other side, what if then they are given these drugs, they're given these hallucinogenics or psychedelics, whatever you want to call them?
For instance, for this psilocybin thing, we haven't actually read this, so I do apologise if anyone has read this. We haven't.
Yes.
But I'm
we're literally being BuzzFeed right now. We're just all about the headlines.
I'm assuming
you won't believe what number 4 is.
I'm assuming it's actually a very small amount. It's not enough to make you hallucinate.
Okay.
So it's actually just enough to alleviate depression in the same way that MDMA does. Yes, microdosing, exactly. Right. I don't know what's like 0.2 milligrams. I mean, 0.2 milligrams of like MDMA, for instance, is not enough to get you high. I mean, you could get quite a good buzz off 0.2 milligrams, but not really like like fucked up.
The full whack.
Yeah. It's probably way even less than that. I don't even know the studies about the dosage on it, but yeah, I do know about microdosing.
Well, yeah, so
I just don't know the actual amounts.
Microdosing, the concept of microdosing to me seems to be that you get the benefits without all the negatives.
Well, you don't get the full benefits because you don't actually get high. From microdosing, essentially, you're not supposed to get high.
We'll assume that's not a benefit. What I'm saying is, as far as health goes.
Yeah. So you get the stress relieving aspects, you get the calmness, the relaxing feeling, and you get a lot of euphoria. Instead of saying euphoria is a high, feeling euphoric can elevate your mood, obviously, and make you more accepting and open to possibilities, including dying.
Right, okay, yeah, okay. All I was going to say as far as a devil's advocate option would be if this was something that actually altered your personality or the way you put yourself across, then that might be a negative because obviously if you're passing away, then your family, your friends will remember you how you were, and if you spend your last few days in some sort of drug-induced euphoria, maybe that might alter that somewhat. But I suppose if you're microdosing...
If I knew I was dying, I'd just take loads of drugs anyway.
You'd be just high as fuck.
Well, why not?
I mean... you do? I'm just ride the fucking dragon into the light. I do what I want.
Ride the dragon into the light, you heard it here first.
100%. Yeah, I think that's probably a pretty straight way to go, but you sort of miss the romantic side of sort of...
If you have family and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, no.
There's obviously lots of different situations that we're talking about. I mean, I was recently, last night I went into a bit of a rabbit hole, looking up death and like all the stages of death, because unfortunately someone you know died recently, and I was told about them being found, and he said that there was juice coming out of his mouth, and I was like, is it sick? Well, I didn't really understand. But it's actually called a purge. Like your stomach purges, like bile and like all digested juices is one of the stages of death, which I didn't know before.
Shit.
So I went from that onto Dignitas, the euthanasia clinics in Switzerland.
Yeah, in Switzerland, yeah.
Yeah, and I was trying to basically look up. So I was like, because I'm fucking all for that. Like, I don't understand why euthanasia is not legal.
No, I feel like I'm a similar sort of position to yourself. I feel like if you're in the position where you're like, right, I'm ready to go.
Well, I'm in agony. If you're in agony every second, every waking second, there are also, they don't just let you be in agony. If they can't pump you full of enough painkillers.
There's pain management, isn't there?
That's the first barrier, and then if they can't pain manage you, if literally they're like, look, the last hours of you are going to be like unbearable suffering, then they'll put you into a sort of a sleep state.
Well, yeah, so artificial coma or something.
Or drug-induced coma, yeah.
Drug-induced coma.
But it's not. I think it's slightly different from that, because that's for other purposes. For like that can be for lots of different things. You can put people in drug-induced comas for lots of
treatment
different
works
reasons.
and stuff like that. It's really extended
There's
time,
that. There's also problems if there's electrical problems in the brain. If you shut it down and put them into a coma, that can reset that. Or
you telling me they're just turning it off and on again?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Maybe I am.
Yeah,
I don't know shit about medicine, to be honest. But so I did sort of fall down that Dignitas rabbit hole, because I was like, okay, right, so because I knew this place existed, but I've never looked at about it.
Yeah, I've heard
a lot of people that are really
pissed about it.
So how do they? Oh yeah, but fuck. All right, well I will go there. Yeah. So I wanted to know how it happens. I wanted to know how they kill them.
Is it an injection? Essentially?
No, it's not. It's because they're not allowed to do anything. It has to be. You have to cognitively be able to do it yourself. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They're not legally allowed to kill you because it's murder still.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So they give you some kind of drug. I can't remember what the drug is. I do apologise. They give you a drug, and then half an hour later, you drink a cocktail of like a dissolved drug that will eventually kill you.
Right.
And it's supposed to kill you within like 20 minutes.
Okay. What if you can't drink the thing?
Then you get a straw.
Oh, right, okay.
And if you can't drink through the straw, then they can't help you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so
they can't do anything.
Okay, so saying if you're at that point, then sorry, it's legally our hands are tied. We've taken you as far as we can possibly go within the bounds.
It's all videotaped and everything.
Yeah, so I'd imagine there's probably quite a lot of fucking like red tape around that sort of shit.
Yeah, for sure. Even in Switzerland.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I think that's a really. I think that's noble as fuck. Like they're trying
I agree,
to
but as I said, the further down this rabbit hole I went, I found out about these people. So it's supposed to take 20 minutes, and then some guys were taking like 2 hours to die, or like 90 minutes.
Human body's real different, and tolerances for certain
that's
shit.
the thing, because he'd been ill for a long time. He had MS. He was only a young guy. He was only like 38. Damn. But the youngest guy to kill themselves at Dignitas was 23. A UK guy who got paralysed from rugby.
Fuck, that's gotta be a fucking shit thing to go, isn't it? You're playing rugby, you're doing the thing you love in the prime of your fucking life, and that's what kills you.
23, man.
But right, we're gonna need to change fucking subject.
No, I just want to tell you about this this rabbit hole that I kept going down. So it's like it doesn't always work. It doesn't always happen the way you want it to. Sometimes it takes a long, long time, and there was one particular account. Maybe I shouldn't mention that particular account. Yeah, I won't bother. But basically, then it became sort of a thing. Well, they get paid a lot of money to do this, and then there's a lot of accounts of people saying, well, actually, I mean, yeah, they offer the only place in the world that they can do this.
Oh, you mean the clinic get paid a lot to offer this service?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's about £5,000.
Yeah.
Which is not too bad, but then apparently there were reports of people that have worked for the company saying, you know, they're a bit money hungry and they don't really care about their clients, which I don't know. I mean, they're the only service that offers it in the whole entire world.
Yeah.
And I agree with euthanasia. I think it should be legal.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is, you know, you have to make that sort of a global thing. It can't just be like one place going, oh, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, I think that once global leaders start making it legal, then there'll be a knock-on effect. But it's such a difficult thing to regulate because otherwise you end up with Harold Shipmans left, right, and centre. For
sure, but then you got the other problem which is that you can almost guarantee that if anyone ever did get to that stage and has an afterlife, they'd come back and be like, that was shit. Dying was shit. I want to make this as painless as possible for everyone else. But no one lives to do that. You know what I mean? Everyone's death is the end of them, so no one can then go on to do this. I mean, it's a really weird stigma and like a weird like bubble that everyone lives in, where everyone dies, but no one gets to tell their tale of dying.
I think we're still living in this world where religion sort of governs what we do.
A little, and I know that there's a lot of campaigning by the church in America against euthanasia.
Yeah, for sure. Well, the same as it is against abortion and things like that as well.
Yeah, not even as much, honestly. Not as much.
Really?
Not as much. Not as the state of church.
Well, so there's more against abortion than there is against euthanasia?
No, more against euthanasia.
Oh, really?
Really. I know you've got your radicals and stuff,
yeah.
But the actual, the state...
Yeah, the higher up, so not the melts standing in the street with
not the
melts
melts in the streets, yeah.
not your Westboro Baptist church.
Not your.
That was a quote, by the way. I don't hate homosexuals.
He does not take fags.
No, Jesus Christ, I haven't even held a sign, not even once.
Yeah.
But yeah, that surprises me. That's a very strange.
Yeah.
Because obviously abortion's a big subject around it, so. I mean,
abortion has never been a big subject in England. It just hasn't been.
No, well, you still see him every now and again. Like,
I've never seen anything. Never seen
literally
anything
other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
Like, by opposite McDonald's and Sports Direct. #Hastings. Yeah. They set up like trestle tables and that. And they hand out leaflets. I had someone. I was walking down. With someone the other day, and I got.
We don't have like abortion clinics. We don't have what's it called? What's it called in America? The whole process is called
abortion plan. I don't know what you're talking about. Trump's abortions.
It's funnier than that. It's like something about life.
Oh, pro-life and.
No. I'm sorry.
Fuck your life.
I
have
a terrible memory.
Either way, so I was walking back and I had someone handed me a leaflet, and my automatic sort of response was, "Oh, thank you very much." So I just take the leaflet. Someone's doing their job. I just took it, and they said, "How do you feel about abortion?" I just like looked at it. I sort of froze. I was like, "No!" I said the words that came out of my mouth were, "I'm a fan," and carried on walking on.
Oh, you said that to them?
I said that to them.
Oh, that's great.
I said that I was a fan of abortion. Where?
Well, you're definitely not a fan of abortion.
I'm not a fan of abortion.
No one's a fan of abortion.
I handed the leaflet back when I'm a fan and carried on walking. And I was like, I don't know if that was the right response, but I feel like
it definitely wasn't. It was a terrible response.
I don't really know exactly what you were expecting from me to say, but I mean, I don't support it as a means of contraception, but I feel like the option should be there. There we go. Enjoy your hate speech. Crack on.
But the way that I've always seen it. This is from an English perspective. This is just from my perspective. And obviously everything's been changing in my mind because the more I listen to Americans and their point of views about the whole subject, it still hasn't changed what I feel. Which is, as a man, I'm not ready for a child. But if I was a woman, I would not kill a child. if I was pregnant, I'd be like, fuck it, it's mine. I wouldn't give a fuck about the man. I'd just be like, I'm gonna raise this kid because it's mine. But that doesn't mean that everyone should feel like that.
No, fair enough.
You know, people, some people aren't ready, and I'm not ready. But I just feel like as a woman, I'd be like, power. I'd be like, I'm going to do this. I'm a warrior woman, and I want to do this.
But the problem is, though, I think it's being taken advantage of by people that aren't warrior women that are ready to do it on their own. Which, fuck, if you want to do that, then you're a fucking hero. Crack on. Like, if you feel like you're going to make the best job of it, go for it.
I know a lot of
it's
single mothers and they're incredible women.
Well, the problem is, it's taken advantage of by people that go, I'm going to keep this kid. I'm going to live off this kid. I'm going to get, well, in America, it'd be alimony, divorce. Are you fucking kidding me? That is for sure a thing.
Really?
100%, yeah.
I don't know people
that will keep it. They know who their baby daddy is, and they've got to pay them child support because it's their kid, and they've got to take a responsibility for it.
Yeah, no, but they're not making money from it.
Of course they are.
How are they making money from it? They got to pay for the kid.
Who's paying for the kid?
The father, whatever. It doesn't matter. The alimony or whatever you're saying. Yeah,
they're paying for the kid.
Yeah, no, but they're not. I'm saying the mother isn't making a profit. It's not like, I'll pop out a kid and I'll make a profit on it.
Yes, you are.
Really?
As a single mother with unemployment, you're entitled to higher employment because you've got a young child.
It's a very small amount of money.
It's a giant amount of money compared to if you were a single man without a child.
Okay, yeah, but it's not. But the money still the money is to cover the expenses of the child.
But it doesn't only cover the expenses of the child, is what I'm saying. It's worse in America. I'll give you this. Far worse.
Okay.
But it's far worse in Canada. In fact, I've heard a story about a guy who actually no, he wasn't even involved in the child, so I won't go down that sort of route. This was just getting married and then breaking up and fucking ridiculousness.
Okay.
But okay, so if you've had a child, and again, I'm not saying that this is the route to fucking go down. I'm not saying this is standard, but if you have,
you're saying people have done this.
People have done this. This is a route they've done to exploit things. They've got pregnant. They've had the kid. The father is then responsible for the child for
monetarily.
Monetarily, yeah. So they have to pay things through in England with the child support agency. They have to pay for them a certain amount per month, depending on what they earn and depending on where they're living and their sort of state at that time.
Yeah.
Also, as far as the benefit state in England goes at the moment, you are given a priority listing for any housing.
Sure.
You're also given priority and a higher amount because you have a young child.
It's still very little and often not enough to pay rent, let alone bills.
But you're covered by it's housing in general. You get your house is paid for. You get benefits on top of that.
I don't know, man. I know there is housing available, but it's very rare. I mean, around here, for instance.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. In fairness, I might be taking this from a slightly.
Council houses are a bit more of a 90s thing. I don't know. They're not as big these days. You don't get free housing plus everything on top. Man, being a single... Look, okay, I don't know. Maybe you're right, maybe you're right. Maybe I don't know enough about the subject. But all the single mothers I know, they all work. They all work constantly.
Yeah.
They work when they're at home, they work when they're out, they work when their kids at school, or they get, childminders, and they're all working. Some of them have like 4 fucking jobs.
Well, no, for sure. I mean, as someone from a single parent family for the majority of my life, my mum works an absolute arsehole. And I'm not saying that this is a way out, that everyone's like this, and I'm not sort of trying to be general about it and saying sort of like, it's fucking women have got it easy, they just got to get knocked up and they're living it easy. That's not what I'm saying.
No, you're definitely not saying that.
What I'm trying to say is that as far as Jesus Christ, we got this from abortion, didn't we? As far as when this goes,
we got this from psilocybin, mate.
Yeah, I know, shit's got weird already. As far as it being skewed, it's definitely not the way you want to bring up a child, but the support is there more than if you decided to maybe say, alright, what I'm saying is if abortion wasn't there and the only option was to have the kid regardless, that there is support there as far as the system goes. It might not be ideal, it might be a pain in the fucking arse, it might be a complete fucking nightmare for like 12 months, you might end up in a really shitty position.
I know that some people it works out for, but I know that the system doesn't work for everyone, and I know people have a real hard time. And
no, you're right, and I think there's There's a lot of examples of the system not working out for fucking people because they.
And we live in a fucking privileged country. I mean, despite it being, mostly right wing and for the mass for the richest people have the best benefits. Still, we have a good system for poor people.
Yeah, I mean,
not great.
I'm not saying
it's not
sure
great.
It can be better, and I feel like we've got to a point where I think discussing it and talking about it is the big part of it. Like, people need to understand it a bit more, rather than what they read in the Sun on a Saturday morning. It's the idea, and we've got the internet, and we've got access to information constantly, and I feel like we just need to use that a little bit better than cat memes. Oh, I do love a good cat meme. I'm a fan of them.
I don't think I've had enough in my life. But
there's plenty of lolcats, mate. Crack on.
I tend to read more than look at pictures, but I do like pictures more. I prefer pictures.
I like pictures. I like words. I'm a fan of them. The movie pictures I like as well.
Yeah.
The movie pictures, laughy sound.
I do think I prefer them, but I do tend to read more than I look at cat memes. I've never looked at a cat meme. I think I might have seen a couple.
Liar.
I think there was one with like a.
You can has cheeseburger.
I have seen that. Is there one with the melon on its head?
Ah, yes.
Is that
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but I think I might have seen that. Well,
good. Psilocybin.
We'll go back to psilocybin and MDMA. I'm a huge advocate of this.
I think it's a great shout. I can't see.
Yeah.
I feel like if you do it with compliant and people that are happy to do it, people that are aware of the risk they put themselves through, if they're terminally ill and they're willing to help their fellow man in the future, fucking crack on, more power to you.
And obviously,
see you in the afterlife, hail Satan.
Yeah, I would be happy to take any trial myself, despite not knowing the long-term risks. But I've done these drugs recreationally for years anyway, so it's almost irrelevant for me. But I understand why, like, a medical community or board cannot push forward on something that they don't know the long-term effects of.
Which is
it's
good,
a different world we're living in. But you think about how long people were doing cocaine for, and they were like, yeah, it's fine, or smoking when smoking was like, it's fine.
Well, it was a good thing. Smoking was pushes the benefit.
Yeah,
there are posters
like,
two cigarettes a day, that'll clean your teeth right up, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, everything's good until it's found out that it fucking kills you. But
isn't it? Yeah, I mean, fascist cider.
Mate, alcohol isn't even the worst. Well, sugar, the worst.
Alcohol's pretty fucking shit.
I've got to say, the worst thing about alcohol is probably the sugar.
The sugar is really fucking bad for you.
Yeah,
it's super bad.
Yeah, I mean, we could do a whole podcast on sugar.
We could, yeah, but
I'm totally addicted. Like, I'm totally addicted. But let's go on to the next one.
Yeah, go on. Let's hit
next subject.
Next.
What are we
talking about? Oh, this is an interesting one. I like this.
It's a great one. I haven't read about this at all. I'm going to have a wee. You quickly have a little read up.
I'll quickly have a little read up. Good. What a thrilling podcast while I'm reading. This makes great radio. Okay, so we're talking about a Alzheimer's breakthrough where they're trying to actually restore lost memories. Which the concept of memory has been something that's been really, really interesting, because is it a place that's stored within your brain, or is it some chemical trigger that is linked into some sort of a trigger that sort of is hit by something else that you say. So when Alzheimer's kicks in, it's a really fucking shitty disease because you slowly lose parts of what is essentially yourself. And as you gradually lose that, I feel like most people, as you grow older, your memories are what makes you, because you're linking into your past experiences, you're meeting people that you've met before, and you've got that shared experience with them as well, and that's exactly how you you communicate with them, and how you base your responses to certain stimulus. Be it someone asking you a question, you go, oh right, okay, you process it through your mind, you focus on a memory that's occurred, and as that memory has been occurred, you then base your response on that memory or that experience that you've had. So when that experience is taken away from you, then you don't really know what to say, so you end up being this sort of shell, which isn't representative of who you actually are as a person. Jojo's back in the room. Hello.
Hey, yo.
We're just having a really serious talk about Alzheimer's, which fucking sucks. I hate Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
So we're just saying about how memory is basically a part. Well, it makes up so much of what is you as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Like your memory and your past experiences are essentially what I feel essentially is that they are who you are, especially as you get older. They base most of your decisions around what you remember or information that you've been given at some point. Any decision that you make is usually based on something where you remember whether was this a positive choice, was this a bad choice. I remember before that was a bad shout.
Yeah.
To take it down to a real basic thing. Oh, that hob that I just put my fucking oven on, or that I've just put my pasta on or whatever, I've taken it off, it's still red. Should I touch it?
Should I lick it?
Oh no, fuck, that really hurt. Won't touch that again. Remember in the future, bang, that's bad shit.
I would have hoped you remembered that from like being a toddler or something.
Well, yeah, but the only way you remember it is because you either get told it by someone in authority who's probably fucking done it before, or at least it's been passed down, or you've fucking done it.
Yeah.
So you slam your hand on a car door, move your fingers out the way of the damn car door.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a bad one.
And I feel like memory is so important. And it's something that builds up a part of you, which I feel like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, all that shit. It's the Huntington's. Is that a similar sort of thing?
Well, kills you quick. Yeah.
Is that the one?
I think
that's
nerve degenerative disorder.
Oh well, okay, that might be wrong then. But either way, those
doesn't matter. It kills you quick.
Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia. Yeah. Fucking shitty things.
Bad deal. Yeah.
And I feel like if there's something that you could treat and restoring lost memories, that's the interesting
annoyingly,
part.
I'm going to go back to Dignitas again, because obviously one of my heroes, Terry Pratchett, obviously suffers from Alzheimer's. You know that? Yeah.
Discord Noir man. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Discord Noir was nothing to do with him. Discord Noir was. Discworld Mud was a text adventure. One of the portals for it was called Discworld Noir. Was that also a different thing?
You've said a lot of words there, Joe.
Sorry about that.
I'm pretty sure.
I used to play a text adventure. Very good. He didn't write it, but he did play it, but he wasn't allowed to officially advocate it, but he did give it a little nod once, which was awesome. A fantastic text adventure. It's still going to this day. I mean,
a text adventure.
Yeah, an online browser text adventure. Yeah, it's awesome. Me and Catherine used to play it when we were in year 7.
All right.
And then about 10 years later, we were like, "Oh, should we play it again?"
Shall we?
It was awesome. Oh, it's so good, honestly, because it's so Terry Pratchett. But he's always been a hero of mine. I one of some of the first books I ever read were Pratchett books, Discworld series novels. I fucking love them. And
I like the illustrations in it. That made me really happy. The illustrations of Discworld series.
Of the covers.
Of them, yeah.
There weren't really any illustrations in the book.
There was an owl.
A
fucking owl. I remember the owl. I can't remember what the fuck it was all about it.
I wish I could tell you more. I can't even remember half the Pratchett I read.
I remember seeing this fucking owl like that.
I remember some Rincewind. Rincewind was my favourite series. People didn't like him, but I loved him.
So either way, going back.
Yeah. Basically, he recently or fairly recently he suffers from Alzheimer's, I believe. He did like a sort of documentary about that, but then he also did a documentary on assisted suicide.
Right. Okay.
And I think part of the show they filmed a guy's last words, and then they filmed his death in Dignitas.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's an advocate of it, probably because he's facing his inevitable demise of losing his mind and then dying. Yeah. Which no one wants to experience, especially someone who has written so many beautiful novels. Yeah. He wrote a book about it as well.
It's that deterioration. I feel like that's the thing that everyone...
Especially someone so wordy, someone so knowledgeable, someone who's written so much fantastic material.
This taking away of yourself until there's nothing left. This pulling out of...
Fucking horrifying.
Pulling out of you until there's this...
horrifying, isn't it?
It's the worst thing. For me, anyway. Dying is not necessarily something that I'm scared of. I obviously don't want it to happen.
Yeah, but it's going to happen.
I'd be more... Yeah, we're fucking...
I'm saying no one talks about it. It's going to happen to everyone. It's
fly me out of a fucking rocket into the sun. Fuck it. If that's how I go, that's how I fucking go. But this deterioration...
Hunter S. Thompson.
This slowly pulling the part of you away, bit by bit
just
by bit, until there's nothing left, and you're just this fucking shell walking around, a husk.
Horrible word.
That is the worst fucking thing. And if they figure out... So the interesting thing that struck me about this article was the whole restoring of lost memories.
Yeah.
It's not the fact that they're
they're
stopping
lost.
them from losing them. It's the restoring them. Because like I said, so my idea of the brain degeneration was that when it's gone, it's gone.
And also our current medications and stuff. They try to delay the process of losing brain function. They don't actually restore it. So that's why this is particularly interesting.
Yeah, the idea of restoring something that wasn't there. So it's sort of there was something that was built there. There was something that existed, and it's very specific and it's very, very complicated. It's super complex because it's been built up by your own experience for this entire time that you've been building your life. Say you're a 70-year-old Alzheimer's patient. You've built this memory up. It was from when you were a child. It was one Christmas. You got this present that you loved, and you always remember. It's one of the happy memories that you remember that you've gone through. And Alzheimer's has taken that away from you. It's gradually faded away and it's disappeared. But there's this treatment that has suddenly brought that back, brought this really specific, really personal part of your life back. I don't understand how you can take something away, how something can be taken away at that point, and then be restored in exactly the same way as it has been before, and how you can identify that. That's my...
What it's about our understanding of the consciousness, which we don't understand at all.
That's super weird.
And the point of a degenerative brain disorder is about dying cells and neurons that stop firing.
Yeah. So the connection.
So it should be. So what we understood before was once it's gone because those cells have died.
Yeah. We
can no longer recall those memories because
you burn those bridges, they're fucked.
Exactly. Yeah. It's essentially bridges. Very good analogy. Yeah. The connections between neurons.
Yeah. Yes, synapses.
Synapses. Yeah. Same concept. Yeah.
Okay.
So we that's how we understood it. You know, if the memory portion of your brain is degenerated, those cells are dying.
Yeah.
And once those memories are gone, you can't recall them.
It's dead tissue. It's
exactly. And they're stored in those memories were stored in that dead tissue, which is gone.
Yeah.
So I still don't understand. I mean, I haven't read the article, so I don't understand. You've read more than I have. Do you know? Did it explain any more about it?
No, not particularly.
Right. Terrible article. Great headline.
Well, the concept of it, I think, is what would be nice. Is what we discussed. The idea is that
to restore. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what it goes back to.
Restoration is a mad idea. I mean, if I cut off one of my feet.
Yes.
And then
don't
somehow,
do that, by the way.
I won't. It's not my first thing. It was sort of high on my list of shit.
I mean, you kind of got a shitty foot anyway. Ankle.
Fuck you, my ankle's rad. It's metal and shit.
Alright, fair enough.
So
it's not adamantium.
If I cut one foot off,
yeah,
and then medical science allowed the cells to regenerate and grow it back, it wouldn't grow back exactly the same as it would before. I've got tattoos on my toes. My feet are fucking stupidly wide from wearing skateboarding shoes for like 20 years.
It depends how it was grown back, because if you use like a sort of combination of like nanobots that don't exist yet plus stem cells, perhaps it would grow back from some kind of memory. I don't know.
But through exactly the same way as it was before, especially if the way before was moulded by the environment it was in.
See, how come they can't do that, but they can restore your memories?
Well, this is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I mean. Obviously, a foot is a larger mass of material.
Much simpler than the brain.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that they're trying to get this brain part. So is Alzheimer's just a barrier to these memories, or are they dead?
Well, that's I guess what that's one part of the question, or it's about where consciousness is actually stored.
Yeah.
What are memories? We don't really understand anything about the brain. We don't
your
know.
Third eye, mate. That's it. Illuminati. Do what I want.
Right, Rogan. wait, no. Rogan's not a dick. It's just because he's got the third eye on his podcast logo. Rogan is not an Illuminati.
Illuminati, can. But yeah, mate, I'm full fuck. As far as anything, if you can restore lost memories, then I've got a few Saturday nights you can put back in there if you like. A couple of Fridays.
You want to keep them?
No, they can.
I've seen them. I've seen the ones you've forgotten.
I'm on like a recorder. Let me watch them once and I can burn the tape.
Yeah.
I want them on VHS so no one else can see
They're
them.
still in my memory for the rest of my life. Like,
Oh,
I know so much of the stuff you've done that you don't remember.
Oh,
I love it.
some recording, you
I don't.
fuck.
I don't bring them up.
I know you don't. Good.
I love them. They're
Big
just
fan.
they're little happy memories of you that I will keep forever until I'm gone and dust.
Oh, brilliant. Well, if you could do that prior to
This
your
is
visit...
quite a depressing.
I'd say prior to your visit to Dignitas, if you could tell me, and then that'd be great.
I'll
What's
film
fucking
you. I'll
next
film
on
you
the
a
list you
podcast. Just me talking for like 6 hours about all your shit. This is why I'm not a speaker at your wedding.
Yeah, I think, yeah. But...
Right, no, but okay. Well, let's just wrap up this topic. So,
Okay.
Alzheimer's is a horrific.
An awful cunt of a disease. Yeah, we covered that at the beginning.
Right.
I say we, I did.
Oh, okay, okay.
And if there's something that can be done to undo it, do that.
Any kind of progression is good.
Before we move on to the next one,
Yep.
what do you think is... So, okay, so there are a bunch of shitty fucking things out in the world as far as disease goes and stuff that we don't know the cure of.
Yeah.
Cure for, sorry. We say that anything to be done to stop that is fine. Where would you draw that line, do you reckon?
I don't. What do you mean?
Live experimentation on 8-year-old girls. You've got to put probes in their brain to make sure that Alzheimer's won't happen later.
Well, so you're saying like, so you're talking, so that's
it's
like,
a moral argument.
Here's my analogy, right? So, or like, you know, so the guy,
all good words, great radio, good.
the guy said, you know, what Higgs, yeah? He was like, mate, I know this particle exists, but we need to wait 30 years and build a fucking collider. That well, we need to ask.
And
like
break the necks of 25 infants while we do it.
But at the end of it, we might get an answer.
Yeah.
No, obviously you can't do that.
Yeah.
Or-
What
but
I'm trying to say is, obviously,
If you knew you were going to get an answer, I'd say do it.
you reckon?
Fuck yeah.
Is the answer worth that?
Yeah, I'd put my life forward as well. I would be I would
You
sacrifice my
volunteer
life.
as tribute.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. It's just like so you know. It's not going to happen in our lifetimes, but maybe like 30 years after our lifetimes, we will be able to be uploaded into some kind of computer thing.
Yeah, this entire sort of virtual consciousness. Sort of thing, or uploading your consciousness.
Yeah, I know. So even if you do upload your consciousness, how do you get it so your consciousness doesn't die? You can't transfer it. It's like you just basically just make a copy of yourself, which is not really real, is it? It's not like you still die, but then another version of you lives on.
But yeah, but it's this whole idea of self. Man, we're getting heavy.
But basically, what I'm saying is, I would put myself forward if there was an if they needed subjects, I would do that.
Yeah.
Not as a 27-year-old man, but as a 60-year-old man or whatever. I'd
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
what I mean, though. Maybe they don't. Maybe 60-year-old men aren't good enough for it. Maybe like the.
Well, then I'd be pissed because I would have been like, well, you know what? I probably would have done it when I was 27.
It's like the situation we were talking about earlier when it's the terminally ill patients that are volunteer for this cell.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'd try and knock out a few kids first, so I've got a legacy.
Get that gene pool going.
Well, a reason for me to do it. Genetically, you want to make your children live forever. That's the goal, I guess. Maybe in these days,
Some of them aren't dicks. Some kids are fucking dicks. Fuck them. Punch them in the.
My dad probably would call me a dick.
You're a bit of a dick. You're alright.
Yeah, that's
you
alright.
You can hang
I'm
around.
both.
I'll allow it.
Bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Probably alright.
Yeah, you can stay.
Yeah.
Don't live forever, alright?
Well, I would like to, but I just think.
Oh, fuck that noise.
Really, you wouldn't.
Would live forever?
Yeah,
I'd like to live like if I had a group of people that I'd like to live forever with. Then I'd get tired of them.
You've got some good friends.
I do have some good friends. I have lots of good friends.
You've got one good friend.
Huh? No, I've got lots of good friends. I'm lucky. So I've only got one good friend, and if Jojo dies, then I will go to Dignitas.
Man, I'd be so gutted if you died. I would fucking.
It'd be shit.
Right,
Let's not get so fucking
let's get
dark.
anti-heavy.
Jesus Christ. Hey, Clink, welcome to. What's next? Oh shit! This is good news. Yes, good news. Thank fuck for that. Joe, you introduced this one because I did the last.
No, I don't.
Alright, fine.
I don't. You picked this topic. I didn't know about this.
So,
I've got
very,
a
very
link to it,
recent.
yeah.
It's actually like breaking news. Probably not breaking by the time you actually see this, but it's definitely
Yeah,
news.
might take me a few months to read it.
So deep under the Antarctic, in something they call the permafrost, they've found methane-eating bacteria. So it's bacteria, so microscopic life that has to consume methane in order to exist.
Oh,
so yeah.
Oh.
Thank you very much for sounding interested.
I didn't know that. I thought they just ate methane. I didn't know they lived off methane.
Yeah, they live. Their methane's their jam. They're a big fan of methane. They fucking love it.
What?
They're front and
Like
centre.
we are to oxygen.
If there was like a muck methane, they'd go it all the time. Yeah.
But wasn't that already thought about for what's that methane planet?
Methanium.
Jupiter.
Oh, the big gas motherfucker. You're the science
I
guy.
know. I can't.
So
Anyway,
anyway,
way too many Valiums.
So the implication for this being that they found this bacteria that has to ingest methane to live. So by that premise, its entire life is surrounded by consuming methane. Methane, by the way, is what is causing global warming. Whether you believe it or not, if you're global warming denier, if you're fucking...
There are no global warming deniers on the planet anyway.
Oh, Joe, you tiny...
I'm so
You
innocent.
sweet summer child, you.
Oh.
Yeah, the fucking... People think the world's flat, you mad cunt.
Oh,
Of course
I
they
don't
do
think
not.
they do,
Oh,
really.
of course they do, the mad shit.
Well, I reckon 80% of flat earthers are
If
trolls.
you believe flat Earth's real, then please just fuck off to the ocean and jump off.
Yeah.
Just
Or
go
come
climb-
fight us. I'll
climb over
fight you.
the-
Well, I might lose, but he'll fuck you up.
Climb over the ice wall and then just fuck off. But yeah, global warming is obviously a massive problem. So the idea behind this being that methane is a causer of
Do you know what
global
percentage
warming.
it is?
Huh?
Do you know what percentage of...
Couldn't tell you, buddy. Afraid not.
Sorry.
But so I feel like the implication for this being that there's bacteria that exist that can consume methane, and if we can get that, so it's a circular motion. What we've got essentially is infinite energy at this point.
Yeah.
If you've got something that,
Agreed.
so yeah, you've got something that so you need to consume, and that consumption
It's like trees, isn't it?
creates energy, and that energy then expels methane. Methane is the waste part of it, and then we found something that consumes the waste product of it.
And trees obviously take our carbon dioxide and give us oxygen.
Yeah, it's circular motion. So I feel like this is, I mean, it's fucking sweet news. I mean, I obviously don't know the massive implication of it. I'm not a biologist. I have no idea about how this would actually imply it. But
No need
if
to
this
put
is-
yourself down, mate.
Yeah, well, by not being a biologist.
We all know you're not a biologist.
It's good. It's good. I might have to sort of next be hi, I'm Dan, not a biologist.
Yeah. We have no experts on this show.
No experts.
Is this a show? Yeah, it's just a show.
Yeah, it's a
now.
little bit of a show. We're making a fucking show of it. But mate, this is fucking rad though. Surely.
It's incredible, yeah. I
So
mean,
I'm just gonna like get a little
well, no, because
suction cup of them and put it to the back of like a cow, and just they're just gonna eat
Well,
farts all day.
that's just weird what you just said.
What is
That's
it?
just weird.
Cows make methane. Cows are a massive like
I don't know why you
contributor
put
to
suction
global
cups in
warming.
Yes, they are. Agreed.
Yeah,
Yes, but
and they
you know, we
expel
could always
methane.
not eat them.
Huh?
I mean, there'd be a lot less
That's
of
a
them.
delicious steak though, man. So obviously, I know you're not an advocate of delicious steaks, but
I'm not an advocate. I just
well, you're
I just don't
a
eat it.
contributor. Yeah, but steaks are delicious. So
Okay, you
Bacon
eat
steak.
your steak, but
I will.
but you won't
I will.
when the world collapses.
I'd be really happy. This artificial meat thing that I've been hearing a lot
Yes.
about. Artificial meat all day,
Yes.
fine.
Yeah.
If I can do it, and it hasn't got to be alive, and it's still delicious.
About
and it's
20 years ago, what they said was if there was like a catastrophic global event and we had to live in rooms,
yeah,
what we'd do is we'd farm insects because they're very easy to
they're dense in like proteins and shit like that as well, aren't they?
good protein, and you can have a lot of them in a small space.
Yeah.
Easy to farm.
Everyone's happy to factory farm insects.
Well, I wouldn't eat them.
I'd eat the fuck out of some grasshoppers.
If I was gonna die, I would eat some
Handfuls.
fucking insects probably.
Just
I don't know.
handfuls.
But that's weird. But what I'm saying is, but now you just grow fake meat.
Yeah.
You don't need to You don't need to farm insects anymore.
I saw
Not that we ever needed to farm insects, but if there was a global catastrophic event and we were, subjugated to small people colonies and we had to, produce food, we would have been farming insects. But now we have the technology to create proteins.
I think I saw something the other day that was about in 2007 it cost $250,000 to make a fake steak or it was a fake hamburger.
Yeah, I saw that too. They were growing tiny strands and they were growing thousands of them.
But now it costs like $9.50 or something like that.
Oh. Expensive, but not as expensive.
If you go to a festival, that's what it would cost you for a beef burger or a hamburger or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's like,
mate, that's $9.
All meat is a construction of something that contains a selection of ingredients.
Protein mashing, strands, fibrous tissues.
Yeah, well, it's various vitamins all put together in a shape that we accept as meat. And usually, if you don't hunt or kill animals or anything like that yourself, then the only way you'll see it would be in a supermarket in a selection,
in a patty or in a
already pre-packaged,
minced,
ready for you to slam in the oven, slam on the grill, or bung in the slow cooker, whatever, however you prefer to cook your fucking meat. So, is that come from a fucking factory of animals that have been killed, or has it come from a factory full of scientists going, "Yep, boss, job's a good one"? If the same makeup is there, who gives a fuck?
No.
Crack on.
I'm still not sure because I was asked this question: would I eat it? And I don't know.
Really?
I think I'd have to try it, right?
I mean, you wouldn't have to do shit, but I feel like it might be worth a go. If
I'm just going to make some noise, so let's just cut. Well, we don't have to cut, but there's going to be loads of interference.
Get your hair out. You should grab a wee, then we'll cut it.
Oh, Mama! Oh no, you're bailing on me.
I'm not bailing, I'm just having a wee. You might want to make a note of where this is so it makes it easier for you to edit it later.
Nah. I've got no timeline on my computer. I'll just leave it in. I didn't learn anything from that. It's just a big gap where no one did anything. I could have done a dance. Yeah, that's a sucky dance. Daniel.
Hello.
Please return.
I shall return.
Fuck doors. That was fuck doors if no one heard that. Not fuck
doors.
the doors.
Although fuck the doors.
Fucking hell, man. That's how I fucking grew up on the doors and fucking. I had sex for the first time to the doors. Man, I love that shit.
God, I bet she was livid though, and I'd be pissed off. If you fucked me to the doors, I'd be more angry.
She was very receptive.
Well,
It was her idea, man.
fuck Jim Morrison.
Oh, I love that shit. I mean, I got a special place in my virgin heart
Penis.
for that shit.
Good. Okay.
Alright, moving on.
Okay, cool.
Should we just quickly wrap this up? No, we don't know shit about
fucking
it.
sweet. Let's get giant methane-eating bacteria things like Hoovers. They are mad motherfuckers.
Yeah, I think basically what I read from the end of that article was that they replace the methane with carbon dioxide
That's alright, plants love that
to
shit.
help slow the process of the ice's melting.
Oh, melting.
So I don't know about that. If there's any scientists listening,
Scoop them up.
if there's any scientists listening,
Bungling
you have
cows.
given us so much patience.
Yeah, yeah. Just tell us shit. I'm sure there'll be a comments section. Comment section?
On YouTube.
Yeah, sweet.
We'll
Comment
be on
section.
YouTube.
Enjoy. I'm sure it'll be full of
Where are we going
useful
to be?
feedback.
We'll be on YouTube. iTunes.
No point in telling them because they'll know by the time they found us.
Okay.
Good. Fuck you. Find us. Come at me, bro. Next.
You ready?
No. What's going on?
Ebola detected in semen. This is one of yours.
This is terrifying. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you've sort of hit the nail on the head there. So, a trace of the Ebola virus was still found in the semen of men that were cured of they were diagnosed with the infection 2 years previously, have been cured, yet there's still traces of the virus left in their semen.
Yeah.
Now,
That's fucking scary.
I don't know enough to know what that implies, but
I would imagine that implies that it would be passed not only to, well, I mean, definitely to the
children.
receptacle. Well, no, I don't
The
know.
receptacle. Can't call women that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I respect your receptacles.
I respect. I respect all of your receptacles. I was trying to be.
I've made it worse.
I was trying to be scientific and I made it worse.
No, good, Bucky.
Alright, yeah, we definitely passed to the opposing sex host.
Receiver of the semen.
Yeah. But would the child ever be born? I mean, would they not die?
What, that immediately? Well, you fuck knows.
Do we know if the semen, though it hosts the Ebola virus, can it be passed on there?
Don't.
We don't know. We don't know, and there's no comments, so we really don't know.
It's
Here comes another excuse to wear a condom. Senor Lasagna.
Thank you, Reddit user Senor Lasagna. Please email us with your credentials. Senor Lasagna PhD.
Another excuse though, not another reason, not another necessity, another excuse. Like, mate, I fucking love condoms.
So I'm just gonna wear one. Why? But I don't know. I heard
Well,
someone
what
had a
about
boner once, like, and just don't want you to get it. Yeah, okay, crack on.
How many can I get away with today?
I'm gonna, well, got a boner once, but don't worry, so it's not sexually transmitted. You're a liar.
Oh, wait, sexually transmitted Ebola. That changes the whole. That changes
like
all the acronyms.
If you're fucking someone who is currently infected with Ebola, then your fucks have gone out the window, really, haven't they? Well, they say that it's 2 years down the line, isn't it?
That's a different game.
Yeah, but is that a conversation you've had prior to fucking them?
I would.
Well, you said, have at any point in your life you had Ebola?
Maybe I've never
So you
asked
seem
that question.
nice. I like your eyes. They're pretty. Nice boobs. So Ebola. Ebola. I feel like you should. Well, I don't know. I might be old-fashioned, mate. Maybe it's the conversation you don't have. Who knows?
I mean, this is titled like the new Reddit Journal of Science. Like,
it seems legitimate.
it's got a logo, but it does have the Reddit thing in the middle.
It's from Reddit. I don't think Reddit did the research. I feel like if we clicked on the link, it would take us to a
Oh right, we do have a link.
to a place.
No, that's not a link to it.
No, it's there. You think that it's in the title. There we go. Yeah. From the Open Forum of Infectious Diseases. I'll feed. Oh shit! That always seems legitimate.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell what's legit on the internet now.
It is
isn't
true, but this doesn't.
Oh shit! So Ebola virus is more than 2 years after the resolution of the active Ebola virus infection. So
not after infection.
Not after infection. It's after the resolution of the infection.
Yeah.
Now, that kind of changes shit a little bit, doesn't it? When you think you're clean, but you're not. Maybe it's like chlamydia. If Ebola is the new chlamydia, people are fucked. That's some bad
Chlamydia
shit.
is the best one.
It's basically symptomless.
That's not the best part about it.
Oh, is it not?
No!
What's the best part of
You
it?
take
What's the
2
good
pills.
part of it?
You take 2 pills and it's gone.
But isn't the idea that it's symptomless really bad?
Yes,
Because-
that's the worst part about
That's
it.
the
That's
worst
what I
part.
was just saying. The
Okay.
best part about it is the fact that it's easily curable.
Okay.
The worst part about it is the fact that it's got no symptoms sometimes.
So that's kind of the best and worst part.
No, nailed it with what I said.
No. So the good bit about so if you're really sick,
The good thing about it is
but
it's
there's
really
no
curable.
symptoms. Sweet.
No, because symptomless is bad because if you don't think you have it, if you don't know you have it, but it kills your fertility chances. That's what's bad.
But also, it's nice having a disease that doesn't make you feel sick.
Made me feel terrible.
Wow. Imagine if you had fucking Ebola.
That would have
That'd
fucking
be some
sucked,
real
yeah.
bad shit. Especially if someone's like, I've been clean for 2 years, Joe. Gave you a couple pumps. Filled you with Ebola. I'm saying if you were a woman.
What? Oh, okay.
Obviously. I'm not saying that you take
I was
pumps
getting a
for
couple
Ebola.
of pumps.
Yeah.
You're crass.
Crass. Yeah, you're not wrong.
It was acceptable.
But yeah, this is fucking terrifying. This, yeah, if you've got Ebola, stop fucking people.
Hey, I didn't think that was what was terrifying about it. It's just incredible how resilient that the Ebola virus is. It's incredible.
Well, having the resilience of viruses is any news to anyone. That's real bad shit. Like, I feel like if you...
I've never heard of any disease once being cured still being active in somebody's, essentially, I guess, bloodstream for it to transmute to semen for that long.
I don't know, it only says
mad.
semen. So maybe it's very specific.
It's like, nah, fuck the blood. Just going straight to the
Well, maybe
testes.
there's you know, that's the only situation or the only habitat
That
or
would
environment it can thrive
that
in.
would suggest that it's an intelligent virus, which is impossible.
I've seen Resident Evil, mate. You make your own decisions.
I was saying too, it sucked.
Yeah, it's awful, but
I think I even watched the second one and that sucked.
I think I watched most of them. And they're
Wow,
all-
isn't there like 20?
It's the equivalent of punching yourself in the face and then going, yeah, I'll do that again. It's the same thing.
I've never done that.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I have punched myself in the face. I've never gone, yeah, I'll do that
How
again.
many times?
Yeah, probably.
There you go.
once.
Fuck you.
But probably like a couple of, like blah 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 and then
Real
done.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, this is fucking
Not like,
weird.
bah, I'll do that again next week.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little worried that people are going to start getting worried about Ebola again.
No, they're not going to.
Well,
Oh man, so many people were like, yeah, that's the end of us all. We're all going to
yeah. When fucking bird flu came around, everyone was worried about that.
die. I got
It's like, oh,
What did I
punch a
get?
seagull. Huh?
I got swine.
Swine flu.
Which one was
yeah.
which one's the bad one?
They're both pretty shit.
Which one's the worst one?
I don't know. Didn't have either one of
Which
them.
one's H1N1? That's what I got.
H1N1.
Yeah. I think it's.
Heiny.
Well, I've never felt that bad in my life.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. It's-
I
Yeah,
laid
that's
I laid
swine
in bed shivering and in pain. But you know, like when I'm in pain, I laugh. So I was laughing in bed, crying,
I'm
and
pretty sure that's
laughing.
how
and
you become the Joker.
Yes, maybe perhaps.
They're cackling.
Yeah, I didn't go full on.
Should we
I
eat
could have
grills?
gone bad, but no. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh.
That shit. Fucking hell.
Um,
Don't advocate that crap in this sanctity of. We've got any Batman?
How angry you are. Got any Batman? Batman hasn't got Ebola. He might have had. I don't know. I don't read a lot of comic books. I don't read any comic books.
I've got my Batman. It's mostly Marvel. I apologise.
I
everyone.
don't. God, worse. Either way, yeah. If someone says they've got Ebola, don't fuck them.
That's what we're taking from this article.
I feel like yes.
Alright, moving
I
on.
mean, it's not an advice column that we're trying to propagate, but yeah, I feel like that for sure would be something that you should take. Next, Joseph.
I'm on it. I'm
No,
looking.
good. I mean, silence is.
Molecular link between post-traumatic stress disorder and Alzheimer's disease found in new study. Right, this is number one you picked, wasn't it?
It is. Yeah. So,
I don't know
Go
anything
fizz
about this. Apology. I don't know.
So the concept being that there's people that have experienced PTSD.
Yep, which is well, it's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people because I feel like PTSD isn't just the thing with PTSD is it's linked so much that soldiers is the first thing you hear
Yes,
when
for
you say
sure.
PTSD. Or people that have experienced
Well,
really
very,
stressful
very
situations.
traumatic, incredibly stressful situations.
Yes.
But but people getting, you can recreate those kind of things with like being mugged, or humiliated in school or something. These kind of
Or
things can.
Or people
Yeah.
react to stress in different ways.
Yeah,
And some people are really fucking shit at dealing with stress.
yeah.
Like super
See,
bad.
I have I have panic disorder and anxiety disorder and depression and stuff like that. But I actually thrive under pressure and in stressful situations. I have a very different. It's very strange for me.
I've seen you react in stressful situations, and you don't have a. I don't see you having a. You may have a sort of an internal reaction, which is different. But from what I've seen, you don't have the same reaction as some people that do. They're so highly strung.
Yeah, I'm not highly strung. Despite having a panic disorder, I have the symptoms of panic, but in situations, because I have generalised anxiety disorder, I have those panic situations when I shouldn't have them, but when I should have them, I often don't have them.
Yeah.
So if I find myself being confronted like in a maybe like an assault or something, if someone's trying to attack me, I'm actually very calm.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
And I think stuff like PTSD, people get. I mean, a stressor is very much interpreted by the person that's feeling it.
Yes, exactly.
Because a lot of people, they'll feel stress in very different ways. I'll feel stress in one situation, you'll feel stress in another, and someone else might sort of say, be both of those situations and go, what are you talking about? But they've got a situation, they find it really, really stressful.
Yeah.
Now I feel like the most obvious one would be soldiers, active sort of serving military servicemen or women.
There's a lot. The thing with active military service, what you're saying, it's an assault on multiple senses. That's the thing, because it's like sound, body, and you get your fight or flight reflexes, which obviously is not just fight or flight. There's others as well. Freeze.
Yes, freeze is a big one.
Another big one. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, weren't we?
Yeah,
about freezing in situations like with dealing with knife attacks, for instance. The more you drill knife defense, it's not actually going to help you defend against a knife, but it might help you
if you're more
not
familiar
freeze in front of it. It might help you run.
And I feel like a part of this influx in PTSD, because the symptoms, the diagnosis of PTSD has gone up massively in the past few years.
Which is very surprising. I didn't know that, because I would have thought that it was the biggest that it's ever been in like the 80s, because of the Cold War.
Nah, I feel like there's two reasons for it. One being...
Sorry, Cold War was 60, 7?
I think it was the 70s, wasn't it? 70s to 80s, late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So I feel like there's two reasons for it. Firstly being the...
Cold War was also nothing, there was no conflict, sorry. I just need to add that. I'm not... I don't know shit about history, but I know that much.
Yeah, it was kind of a thing that was going to happen.
Yeah, could have happened. Actually happen,
Stressful
times, though.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a worry.
Yeah.
So there's two reasons. So firstly being the fact that mental health I feel like it's got a bit more... That people are more aware of it nowadays.
Yeah.
People are more willing to accept it.
Also soggier.
What do you mean?
There's more... They're not challenged enough, so they don't get enough of their...
I mean, people are...
They're soggier. People are soggier, so they don't get
people are soggy. Oh, yeah.
They don't...
Soggy is quite a good word for it, actually. People they're so... They're so... they're so...
They're just not challenged enough, physically and mentally.
Yeah. They're very... What's the word for it? There's a really good word for it.
Soggy's the best I've got, mate.
Soggy's a good word. I'm pretty sure there's a better word for it. But yeah, I know.
I'm not disrespecting people. This is how I feel about myself as well. Is that I feel
I think the world in general, it promotes people that are willing to do that. Are you willing to sit at your desk, do your thing, over and over and over? And
that's where I'm comfortable. I'm not necessarily a repetitive person. I need to always be challenged mentally.
Yeah.
But I do feel like when I'm exercising or doing something physical or something that really releases that kind of things, I get a much better release than anything else.
People aren't...
I'm more healthy.
People aren't exposed to panic as much as they should be.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Because obviously I have a panic disorder, so I get panicky when I shouldn't, but it's only because I'm not exposed to situations where I should be. That's how I feel. I feel like if I was exposed to situations where I should be panicky, I wouldn't get panic in situations where I shouldn't.
Because the thing about panic and worry and stress is that no one has ever come out of a situation and gone, glad I panicked about that. I'm really glad that the panic was the solution to that problem.
Yeah.
Panic is never ever a solution to any problem ever.
Sure. I mean, obviously our definition of panic is...
so I would say a definition of panic would be...
to not handle a situation properly.
Well, flustering. This idea, this concept in your head where you're worried about what you're doing.
See, that's not exactly how I was thinking about.
No, especially the idea of
I was thinking about more of a response.
as far as a panic.
A good
attack.
response, you know,
Yeah.
because back in the days when you needed to have that response.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
If
So
you
we're talking-
didn't have that response, that tiger was going
You
to
would
eat your
get
face.
Yeah.
Not tigers in here, but
Saber-toothed motherfuckers. Wolves.
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 Yeah, we'd have a couple
Wolf
of them.
will bite
Yeah.
your neck off.
Just eat your nose hole.
Yeah, eat you arsehole first.
Arsehole first. Ooh.
Well, there's cats that do
Not
that.
the tastiest bit, but
Bears apparently they eat your arsehole first. Not whole, but arse first. I don't think they're not dying.
I think bears don't even probably give a fuck. Like they're just like
they'll
just
fuck
no,
you
they'll
up.
fuck you up, but they probably won't even eat you.
Of course they will.
Yeah, they'll have a nibble on your shoulder, maybe.
Nah, arsehole first.
All right, well,
Hole, not arse. Fixate on the hole. Arse
you,
first.
you heard it here
They'll
first.
eat your arse first. They'll bite your arse off. 100%. Innit? Fuck you, Baloo.
Oh wait, clink.
Clink.
That wasn't a bad sound
That's
for
a pretty decent clink.
glass on metal.
Innit? But yeah, fuck. What was the thing we were talking about? Panicking. Oh, PTSD. Yeah, okay. So
PTSD,
PTSD linked with Alzheimer's. So I guess that kind of makes sense. The idea that I assume Alzheimer's, obviously the whole point of brain deterioration, panic being an extreme moment in your life where your brain probably wants to say, fuck that noise, bung that back in the crevices where we're not going to look.
I could.
And then Alzheimer's would say, so we're putting things in crevices where we're not looking anymore.
Well,
Alright.
I wouldn't have linked it quite like that, but I sort of do understand that. I mean, we don't actually know the link that they've made. Oh, it's about proteins. Yeah.
So yes, it's the proteins that are linked from. It's the level of brain activity linked from PTSD sufferers to people that later in life suffer from Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Well, there's just links. They're just saying that the protein deregulation in protein forming 2, deregulation in PTSD and Alzheimer's patients are just similar.
Yeah.
They just found some links. Yeah. It's all like molecular stuff that we don't actually know shit about.
Yeah, no,
We're not biologists.
No, are we not biologists?
I mean,
I'm not biologists.
well,
What do you mean, well? Well, don't shrug it off like you've fucking gained a PhD in the last 20 years.
that means like
So, well,
we like ourselves some stuff to alter that kind of thing.
brain state. What are you
Yeah.
doing? You've lost all of your words.
Did I just not say anything?
No, you just who lost the yeah.
I think I might have said something in my head.
Oh, maybe. Do you want to try and say it with your mouth?
Nope.
Okay, fine. Fuck
Done.
you.
Done.
Alright, well, either way, shit, if you've got PTSD, chill out. Don't get Alzheimer's. It sucks. Is that how I'm going to end that?
Well, I would suggest if you have PTSD, then find a good doctor. If you're in England, you can find one that doesn't cost money. And
Yeah.
you can get really good advice and get really good counselling as well as a good drug combination.
Shit,
which
maybe
can
have some
help you for a
psilocybin.
bit. Or you could self-medicate, and there's definitely a lot of articles about self-medication for microdosing for psilocybin and MDMA, and I advocate that shit. But it's not. Don't listen to us. Like we're not. We're not.
We've listened to some podcasts and read some websites.
Well, I've definitely looked into microdosing a lot, and I really think that it's great for a lot of people, but it's not great for everyone. But try everything. But definitely find yourself a good doctor, and you can find yourself a good doctor that if you say to them that I want to try microdosing with these drugs, they can't give you them, but they can certainly advise you and talk you through it and help you out. I have a fantastic doctor myself, and it took me a long time. I've had these problems since I was like 21. I'm 27 now, so that's 6 years. And only in the last year and a half have I had a good doctor that's really worked through stuff with me and put me on a combination of drugs that's really making me be able to be in this situation right now. I mean, I had a job interview this morning, and I went to it, and I couldn't have done that before I met him. I have a fantastic doctor, so definitely do find yourself a good doctor and do talk to them, because that's the most important thing. Someone that fucking knows this shit, and maybe has done. GPs are great because they deal with so many patients so regularly, and they've sort of almost done their own clinical trials just by going through all the drugs, because all drugs are different for everyone. But they can go, well, here have that. If that doesn't work, well, here have this, and it took a couple of a few goes.
I mean, for sure.
I started on one drug and went on to another drug and then ended up on 2 drugs. I'm currently on 2
because as you say, it affects different people in different ways, isn't it? So you've got to kind of
they're all completely
your own
different.
personal clinical trial at the time.
Yeah, and a good doctor will help you through that. Yeah, so that's the most important thing, I think, finding a good doctor. And post-traumatic stress disorder is something way beyond my understanding of mental illness, but. That's all I can say.
Seek help, motherfuckers. Seek help. If you get if something's going on to you, going on with you.
Yeah, or listen to more informed podcasts than us. I mean, there are definitely people that know.
Radio Lab
as well.
is a really good one. They do a lot of good ones on post-traumatic stress and mental health in general. So
yeah, I haven't done that. I'm gonna start. I will start listening.
TED Talks, Radio Lab, awesome place to learn.
Sweet.
If you can't move to read all this shit. Next!
Reading isn't so much.
Reading takes a lot of time.
You want to skip to the next subject?
I feel like we've probably gone. We've gone pretty far down this rabbit hole. We've hit a lot of Alzheimer's stuff anyway.
This is a very short one, and this is my one.
This is fun. I like this. This is happy.
It's very short, but yeah, we need to pour some more drinks. So if you would like to introduce it, well, I mean.
What do you want to do?
Well, you don't even really need to introduce it.
Do you want to read it?
I'll tell you what, you do the drinks and I'll introduce it.
Alright, fine. When you say drinks plural.
Rums.
Okay.
So, this is a very short article. It's just about the fact that the headline is Guardian of the Galaxy. NASA seeks new planetary protection officer. So I picked this one just because I thought it's a really good title.
It's an amazing job title though, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, so NASA is looking for a planetary protection officer, and it's literally someone who's going to safeguard Earth from bacteria and alien life forms intruding on Earth, but it's also going to stop us. And so there might be anything coming to Earth that's either alien, be that robotic or bacterial or anything like that. So that's their job, to stop shit like that coming to Earth. But it's also to stop our species from spreading robotic and bacterium across the galaxy.
That is a super heavy job.
Such a cool job.
What they've done essentially is employed a man in black.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing, but it's just one of them.
Yeah.
They're just going to call him Z and get him to run over.
No, well, they call him Planetary Protection Officer. It's literally the coolest title ever.
If you've got a badge from NASA that has Planetary Protection Officer written on it,
you are the baddest man ever.
You get laid.
You get laid by like 2 nerds on the whole planet who are like, yeah, Batman.
Yeah, Batman. Thanks for saving us from the Zoltanians, motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's really progressive, I think, because it's really something that needs to be addressed, which is about us polluting the rest of the other planets.
Yeah, full of shits like that.
Yeah, so it's not just about bacterium and robotics or anything like that, anything alien coming to Earth. It's going to be more about. I don't actually think that that's really a problem. Funny enough, don't think there's a lot of shit coming to Earth.
Yeah, not too worried about it.
But about us polluting other planets. So like when we do go to Mars, what was it, like 2025 or 2030 was it?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, mate. No,
yeah, well, it's about us not polluting other planets. So we need some. I think that's very important. Having an officer in charge of, that's
fine.
I think Clink.
Clink.
Yeah, I think it's important to have someone in charge of that. I mean, there's gonna obviously have to be multiple factions once we start actually exploring, going further away.
So does this include part of all the shit that we put up in our own atmosphere?
No, unfortunately, I can't find any reference to any of that.
Because
we are covered in a layer of crap.
Yeah.
So many fucked up, just debris. So much space debris.
Anything orbital, we basically just gone up the air to leave it.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know how we're going to get through it. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think we're
I don't know how the satellites that we have aren't smashed to pieces every day. There's so much space.
I think they're in a wider orbit, aren't they? They're in a wider orbit than the orbit we leave all the shit for. But fuck knows, I don't know how NASA run this shit. But it seems fucking terrible.
Well, it's not just NASA though, is it?
No, okay, obviously it's like global, so all them Sputniks are front and centre. Well educated.
Sputnik's a good word.
I'm well educated in this, obviously.
Yeah. So yeah, NASA is looking for a planetary protection officer, which is rad.
Yeah.
Because it's going to stop us polluting other planets, but not just us. About robotic presences as well. So obviously we obviously send probes out first.
Yeah, your Mars rovers and shit like that.
Exactly. Yeah. And we're not allowed.
So what are they going to do? Like send some fucker up with a parachute to hoik that bad boy off, or what?
No. I think like for instance, the Mars rover is still active. So that's not pollution.
Okay.
It's an active piece of machinery that's always there and taking pictures.
Because it's solar powered anyway, isn't it? Isn't that the point of it? Is it solar powered?
It is solar powered. Yeah, it's full of solar panels. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming, it would have to be solar powered, otherwise why would it still be going? We don't have some kind of crazy energy source, do we?
Well, apparently not. If they need to, they want to bang it on my fucking phone. Pissed off.
Mate, my phone lasts like 2 seconds.
Right, well. Like owner, like.
Oh, come on! We have supercomputers in our pockets.
Yeah, well.
We're incredible.
Big batteries would be nicer.
On our backs, like fucking.
Fuck you,
Ghostbusters.
Well, okay, well, if you took it, I'd wear a backpack most places anyway. If I had to wear a backpack in it, fine, crack on. I've got an external actually battery.
Oh no, it all exists, yeah.
But
we live in a truly amazing time.
We do, but unfortunately, block cunts doing it as well.
But I love the fact that they are gonna put someone in charge of like us not fucking up other planets. That's awesome.
That's good. I feel like they definitely put someone in charge of not fucking up our own planet.
That is probably the most important thing. Yeah.
For us, it's selfish.
Well, we are here.
Yeah, I mean,
and we don't have anyone else anywhere else yet.
No, we don't.
And they're also kind of pretty fucking barren, and we do already have like the paradise. We have the most beautiful place
on Earth.
On Earth.
I think the idea of not being cunty to everyone else is a great shout, but maybe that should be a lot more localised first.
I agree. But, NASA doesn't rule the world. If it did, we'd be
so
better.
So NASA, right? Obviously, they're an American agency.
Yeah.
So are they governed by the US government?
No, and yes and no. I mean, they're funded partially, but their funding's been cut so badly. I don't know. No, they're just civilians. They're not like they're not militarized. But even military is still civilians.
So the only reason I ask is because obviously Trump's like fiercely anti global warming, and the fact he's saying, "Oh yeah, fuck our own planet, but don't want to fuck Mars up." It's really weird.
Yeah, but Trump's also got incredible science advisors. Elon Musk
doesn't listen to.
Elon Musk is part of his advisory team.
Oh yeah, okay.
Elon Musk is my Jesus, so.
Elon Musk is a bad man. Don't get me wrong. You're a big fan of his work.
For true,
but it seems like that. Sort of being a science advisor to a climate change denier.
But Trump isn't a president,
situation.
Is he? I mean, maybe he's what president is going to become. Maybe that's what is going to happen. Maybe presidents are going to be reality TV show stars now. I don't know.
Maybe they are.
Well, they already are. But
yeah. Jay Goody for president.
Isn't she dead?
Yeah, very dead.
Oh shit. Dark.
R.I.P.
Man, we've done a lot of dead stuff today, haven't we?
Yeah, lots of it. Are we done with this one?
I love that shit though. I mean, yeah, but that's that. I think that's ramped. But yeah,
it's sweet. It's a good fucking shout for sure.
Oh,
good.
Baby.
Horrible news.
But this is rash. What are you talking about? You just can't read.
Mutations removed.
No,
this is good news. All I saw there was the word deadly, and then I sort of like...
Deadly genes.
Deadly genes. Fuck you, genes.
I got some deadly genes on there. I was so tight.
So, deadly gene mutations are removed from human embryos in a landmark study. Okay, so gene mutations which cause life-threatening diseases in infants and fetuses. They've managed a way to remove it
From the embryo.
in utero. That's what they call it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is fucking some witchcraft.
Well, actually,
shit.
I don't think it's in utero. I think this is test tube babies.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it would eventually be in utero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, so it's good.
It's removing things like Alzheimer's.
Yeah, which is fucking. Well, is Alzheimer's? I mean, we've spoken a lot about how that's something that can be triggered by something else. So it's not necessarily purely genetic.
We did, but we didn't know much about it. But
No, it's the entire.
But that is one of the key words on there.
Yeah. Okay. Also, yeah, whole nature over nurture thing. But if you can find so
There's lots of diseases that so specifically this is what I took from this article, which is so maybe not so much about things like Alzheimer's or cancer, but something that's actually passed on genetically. So if you have a disposition to like a heart disease or diabetes, anything like that, then you can remove that in utero.
Yeah. Which is, that's human. That's manipulating the basis of our cells. That's
fantastic. That's great.
Fucking awesome news.
Well, we've been able to do it with like for instance like sexes for a long time.
What?
You can design a baby. Do you know about this? No.
What you talking about, Willis?
So when you have a baby, you can go, I want a boy, and then they make it a boy.
Can you?
Yeah.
What if you got the right amount of money and the right doctor sort of thing?
Yeah.
You can't just rock up to the Conquest
Nah.
and sort of say, yeah.
Conquest for a run dirt.
Yeah, for not a service they provide.
I say a long time. It's probably not been that long, but now they can release they'll stop things like heart disease and anything that's. I think this is more about things that are passed on genetically.
Yeah, well, which I think probably a good thing.
Fuck yeah. Oh, if your dad died of a stroke, you don't want to die of a stroke.
No,
40.
You definitely don't die of can they take out a genetic disposition of being hit by a bus?
What about like small dicks?
Not really. Oh fuck! Do you reckon they can do
Your dad's
that?
got a small dick. You don't want a small dick, do you?
Oh fuck! Yeah. Could you
Well,
imagine
no. I
doing
tell you
that?
what. Your dad wants you to not have a small dick more than you give a fuck about it. You know what I mean? Your dad's like, oh, I've got a small dick. You know what? Can you make my son's dick big?
Yeah. But imagine like one day if you're his dad and you're standing next to him at the urinal, your son's dick's enormous. He looks over, you alright, Dad? Nice watch.
Oh, the kid wouldn't give a fuck, really, until his dad sat him down and was like, "Look, man, I made you that. I gave you that.
It's like, I can take it away. It's
Stuck
not
a
like a
bit-
PlayStation.
Stuck a bit of elephant DNA in there.
Yeah,
Now you got a
fuck.
trunk.
How do you think? Yeah, do you think that could go that far then?
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
Not necessarily
for
going
sure.
like fixating on the entire dick.
No, not the dick
So
thing. But,
say,
I think they will eventually be able to stop all disease through embryonic processes. Yeah.
so they're just modifying the DNA.
Yeah. So you'll be able to cut out once you understand the basic, like, the root cause of everything, you'll be able to cut it out. Well, obviously you're working with such much smaller things. So
unless there are environmental factors, obviously, because
Yeah, like cancers and things.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So, I know from a few people that I know that have had kids. They usually when they conceive, do the pregnancy test. Oh, okay, we're pregnant. They usually wait up to a certain point. I cannot remember what was the exact
Like
point before
3 months or something. 20 weeks.
I don't think it's quite that far, but you might be right. I'm really not sure. But they usually wait up to that point before they start.
Wait, did I say 20 weeks? That's way more than 3 months.
Yeah, it's a long time.
It's some amount of time
Yeah, an amount of time has passed.
before they tell anyone
I
because
think you
then
might have got
it's
3 months, 12
3
weeks
months,
sounds
yeah.
right. Yeah, either way, it doesn't matter.
Alright.
But either there's a certain point in time they usually wait because they always sort of say, oh, well, we just wanted to make sure that everything was okay
Yeah.
first. And that's the point where they go back, the checks are done, and they make
I
sure.
think you're more likely to miscarry. It's like a higher percentage of miscarriage
That's
during
a big
that
part
first.
of it, yeah. And
I guess it's the first trimester. If it's
that's
12 weeks,
Yeah, that
it's
would make
first
sense for the
trimester,
first
yeah.
3 months, which would
Yeah.
be the first trimester. Yeah. So any sort of issues are sort of arise in that month. So if within that sort of point, they're able to go in and say sort of like, well, actually, this was an issue, but we're able to change X, Y, and Z. Now there's a fire. That's
X, Y, and Z is a interesting use of letters.
Oh, you're talking about chromosomes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe pick different.
A, B, and C,
ABC,
fucking
yeah.
fine,
Go
whatever.
ABC, yeah.
Obviously, I didn't mean to imply they're changing chromosomes around.
No,
But
I know.
yeah, okay. So they've
Just
changed.
checking.
They've changed these things around, and we've gone sort of like, okay, well, in fact, that's not an issue anymore. We know that it's sort of your side of the family has a history of heart disease, and your side of the family is type B diabetic, sort of through and through. But that's not going to be the case for your child.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's fucking incredible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that would suggest that things like Alzheimer's are also genetic. So
Yeah.
again,
Huntington's is a really big one.
Huntington's,
That's
yeah.
definitely genetic.
Yeah.
I know that much.
Yep.
And
cancers, lots of cancers are also genetic.
yeah.
They're not all environmental. Most of them, a lot of them are. I don't know if most of them are. A lot of them are, but some of them are genetic as well. You can have predispositions to so many different diseases, and you should be able to remove them all. I mean, by the time again, it's sort of by the time we're about 60, double our lifetimes.
What about stuff like ginger hair?
I fucking love gingers, so I don't know what you're saying.
Well, no, what I'm saying. Okay, so if you were
You know, gingers are dying out.
fine.
What? Don't break my heart.
Well, you crack on. You get yourself some rare ginger tang.
Beautiful redheads.
Albinos and stuff like that. People that with albinism. Albinism, is that how you say it?
I have no idea. I just
Albinism?
accidentally undid a button.
It's-
I'm getting nude.
Shit's getting sexy.
Nude at the thought of redheads.
The mention of albinos.
Oh.
Bam. But that sort of thing. That's like a genetic sort of disposition. Would you?
Well,
think
that's a melanin thing. I think yes, I would say that you could
you're born with it,
probably
aren't you? So
yes, I think
so
you could
it's not
probably
maybe.
change that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, shit. I suppose that would be.
Again, this is not in our realm of.
So is that up to the parents then?
Yeah, it would be. And more for at the beginning, it would be about money.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
got
for
the
sure.
fucking
You got the
money, you can do it.
Yeah.
If you ain't got the money, it would be an elitist class of
Yeah.
superhumans, essentially.
Yeah.
People that wouldn't die from disease. Eventually, that's what will happen. Probably in about, I reckon about 60 years' time, there'll be an elitist class of superhumans that don't die from disease, they just die from old age.
I'm just gonna be a mad old 90-year-old cunt just punch them all in their face, just
But in-
strangling them all to death.
But I think in 90 years, will be uploaded to computers anyway.
90 years is very specific.
Well, I was kind of going back in 30-year segments, and I looked back at the 30-year segments from before we were born,
Yeah.
and up so we
Take
were born,
into account the acceleration of.
we were born roughly 1990. I was born
Yeah.
1990. You were born 1988.
Yeah.
And 30 years before that, not a lot happened. 30 years before that, not a lot happened. But 30 years before that,
Shit, those happened 30 years before that.
well, but the difference
the
between
war,
but the-
people were riding horses in the battle before that.
But the difference between that 30 and then between now is insane. No,
Yeah.
okay, so,
Yeah, the jump.
from us now, let's just call us 2020
Yeah.
to 1990, computers have grown from
Oh, yeah,
nothing
retired.
to being supercomputers.
Yeah, so what
So I would
was...
say in another 30 years we're going to have those supercomputers, but they'll be in our brains. So in 30 years we'll have them in our heads for sure.
Some Black Mirror shit.
So that's 30 years outside. Now, if you get another 30 years, you've not got that many medical advances, but you've got a lot of social advances.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if we keep advancing the way we are, we'll get another load of social advances. But you go another 30 years back, then you've got huge medical advances from there to there. Obviously, the war is what gave us those medical advances.
Yeah, war is a big
advances,
fucking push
yeah.
in technology
It
advances.
is. Well, medical, yeah. Not necessarily technologically at all, really. I mean, sometimes, but very rarely.
well,
but the next world war, if there is another world war, let's hope there isn't.
Really?
If there is another world war,
Shut up,
everyone's
Putin.
dead.
Big fan of your work. Judo. Bang. Like it.
Oh, Putin.
Yeah.
Sambo.
Putin's a judo black belt.
So he likes...
Everyone in Russia likes Sambo,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Yes.
I love Sambo. I'm
Yeah,
not Russian.
Sambo's right.
Sambo's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's a bad man. He's the best world leader. I mean, he's the strongest world leader. I don't say he's the best. That's a fucking...
That's a tricky
Didn't mean to say
fucking, tricky iron to throw in the fire there.
Yeah.
So you fucking love Putin. I'm a big fan of his work.
What I mean is, he's a bad man. He could fucking... What I mean is, he could kick all the other world leaders' asses.
No, there's a Mongolian guy who's a bit of a savage and he's
Yeah?
massive. Yeah, he'll probably fuck Putin right up.
Alright.
You know,
I didn't know Mongolia still exists.
Mongolia is still a place. Yeah.
I didn't mean as a superpower.
Yeah, I think they're not a superpower.
No, of course they're not.
By any means. Like, no one's getting oil from Mongolia. But
too many hills, mate.
Okay, so it's wrap. Yeah, gene mutations is fuck.
So I'm very
I'm pro people fucking about with genes.
Fuck
Crack
yeah.
on. I want fucking superhumans. I want everyone to have no disease.
And obviously we're already doomed, and we're not thinking about ourselves when we think about this. We're thinking about our children. You know.
Yeah.
If I could pay $5,000 to have my kid not die from a horrible disease,
but
I'm predisposed to.
Yeah.
I would do that.
On the flip side, though, do you reckon they're going to make more shitty humans that just live forever because they don't give a fuck?
No one's going to live forever.
No, okay. Well, I won't.
They're just going to not die from horrific diseases.
Yeah.
Surely.
So, okay. So we spoke about this before about how do we even word it before? About the idea of adversity building character.
Right.
So you've got to face a challenge in order to build a character to enable you to develop more empathy, develop an appreciation for what you have, and be aware of how fragile you actually are as a person.
Yeah, getting punched in the nose is a big one of that.
For sure, yeah. The first time you
punch in the nose, you're like, nah, I don't really want to do that.
It's kind of like Fight Club, isn't it? When you first get hit, like, you realise you're not made of glass, but it also fucking sucks. Like, getting punched in the head sucks.
Yeah.
It's not good. But it's a character building exercise.
But you definitely do have to learn that you're not made out of glass, yeah.
Yeah. But if you've had all of these obstacles removed from your way...
Well, it's an age-old question of, like, if you create... It's about creating a society that can thrive from intelligence. And I think it's only a recent thing that I've thought about is that a good thing? I've always thought that's a good thing. But then obviously if they don't face the adversity, are they all fucked up? But then can they just not take drugs to fix that? I don't know.
The problem is with an entire... It's an old Greek idea that Socrates put forward back in the Iliad. And he was saying sort of if you've got an entire society of...
Free thinking geniuses.
Yeah.
Or artists.
And you haven't got any savages, then the savages will eventually fuck you up. Because they'll come from nowhere and they'll fuck you up.
But that's a very small-minded sort of thing. If it's
well,
a global,
it's
a global thing though.
If it's a global thing, but that's giant.
What? We're so small, man.
6 billion people.
6 billion small, that's what we are.
7 billion. Nearly, we can't be far off 7 billion now, are we?
Right, but we are not 7 billion big, man. We are 7 billion small.
Explain.
We're tiny, that's what I mean. We're just a tiny little blob.
I still don't get where you're coming from here. So, a tiny little blob.
We're big only to ourselves, you know. We're only big in our arrogance, you know. We're still tiny little things floating.
Well, as far as the
space.
universe goes, yes.
Yeah, but that's what if we all understood that, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
if it was a global thing that we all understood
understand
that, you know,
yeah.
that 6 billion doesn't matter. It could be 100 bajillion billion. You know, it doesn't matter.
Right.
As long as you all have the same concept, it doesn't matter. As long as you understand.
Yeah.
But no, it's never going to happen. Or it could happen. If it did, it'd be fantastic. But you're right. I agree with the savagery. You know, you have to have some kind of release for aggression.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, so it's like part of our evolution. Like the next step of our evolution is going to be to branch out into creating like ourselves as data.
Yeah.
You know, transferring our consciousness. If we can ever understand consciousness, I don't know if we will ever. We certainly won't be in our lifetime, but maybe in the future we can understand consciousness and we can crunch it down to a matter of numbers and then recreate it.
Did you ever watch Black Mirror?
Yeah, I watched it all. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel that there was a really fucking... They sort of nailed it down to that, where you could upload your consciousness into this little thing.
It was a fantastic episode.
But, no, it was fucking terrifying though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was horrible,
fucking
yeah.
creepy. It was White Christmas, the episode.
Yeah,
It was White Christmas.
I don't know which one you're talking about. I don't know, man. It's been going for too long.
Yeah, you uploaded your consciousness into the egg, and the air controlled your house, and you knew how to control the
that
house
was a good one,
because
yeah.
you were in fact that person. You could wind forward the time, wind back the time.
I remember.
Yeah.
Was that season 2?
Oh yeah. And it was fucking terrifying, but it was the reason it was terrifying.
There was a better one with uploading consciousness. Well, it wasn't about uploading consciousness, but the computer came up in season 3. It was even more, I think relevant.
Oh shit! Yeah, the guy with the virtual reality game. Yes, yeah, that was
Very
fucking
good.
incredible.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we found
Charlie
your
Brooker.
fears. Yeah, Charlie
You
Brooker's
guys,
Black Mirror.
if you guys haven't watched Charlie
It's
Brooker's
all on Netflix. Crack on.
Is
It's
it?
fucking
Is it?
brilliant. Yeah, it's all on Netflix.
UK Netflix, that is.
Yeah.
Probably not on US.
Yeah, sorry, we're going international, obviously. Yeah, but yeah, fuck.
No?
That's yeah, the whole the modifying genes and identify consciousness is
I am so for all of it though. I just
breaking everything down into the tiniest possible things.
I know that nothing is gonna save us. Like we're fucked, but maybe our children can live in a better world. I don't know, and I know that there's always gonna be savagery, but maybe you can. I embrace savagery. You know, me and you do. We've done martial arts all our lives.
savagery. I love savagery.
You know,
I love that idea of just being a fucking.
I did kickboxing and boxing from the age of like 6, 7, and you started martial arts a little bit later on in life. But you always had that kind of part of you, and you continued it way more than I have. I'm hoping to start joining you on the jiu-jitsu side, but
I mean, it's something that I
you
wish
train
I found,
you train regularly, and you have that outlet for your savagery.
Yeah, and I think it makes me a better person.
And you also have channeled it into a very streamlined way of thinking, and I wouldn't say you're a better person for it. I've never thought you as.
I feel like it makes me a better person. I feel like there are certain things that I experience in life where I'd be like, I feel different from when I started training to what I do now.
Yeah,
I used to get agitated about things, get stressed.
I don't think you're any different, but I have seen a difference with a couple of our other friends. I've seen them giving it focus, like Max and Toe. I've seen them. They're completely different people.
Yeah, I feel like it's a sense of mood. It's just getting that little bit out, sort of. I feel like it's just unleashing the beast.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, nah, it's
yeah. Nah, fuck it. It's just
Mate, say what you want.
that bit out. And which doesn't mean you have to be a fucking awful shit when you train.
No, that's the point of training. That's
It's
the point
just
of martial arts. It's about channeling something into. Well, I mean, it is about releasing aggression.
Yeah, and I think it's
maybe a bit productively, and maybe it's into something that you're like, oh, I'm not sure what I might get fucked up here.
It doesn't mean being an arsehole.
Fuck no.
It just means that there's this energy within you that sort of maybe you just need to fucking get out.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get it out, you're a far better person. And I personally feel so much better after I've trained. I've got that little bit out of me. So, right, okay, cool. We can go carry on.
You can get a little bit touchy sometimes, but you're a pretty good guy.
I feel like I'm far better now. I used to have much more of a temper and much more. I was quicker to snap.
Not with me, maybe, but
No, you're all right then. You can stay.
Oh man,
in my world, when we're to be no.
I could fucking push your buttons probably, but I never have.
Okay. What we got next?
But that is some really cool shit,
Yeah.
Removing bad stuff from embryos.
I like it. I'm a fan of it.
Me too.
Pick it out. Okay. Want to live for it? Oh, cryogenic freezing.
It's one of mine.
This
I've
is
got to
one
go
of
for a
your
wee
boys.
though.
Oh, okay, wicked, great.
Have a little read.
Really a fuck reading. I'm just going to imagine I know what it's talking about.
Oh, yeah,
okay, so want to live for a major breakthrough in cryogenic freezing. Okay, so cryogenic freezing being the concept that, a la Futurama, that you are frozen with your body in its current state, and you are awoken later on, and your body will be in the same state. So I suppose the idea being for this that a lot of people would use is that if they are stuck in a body with a certain disease or a certain disorder that currently cannot be fixed, that if you've got the money, you'd be chucked in a big freezer for a while. And this is super simplified, by the way, not a scientist, as I'm sure you've assumed by now, that you're frozen, and at this point when you're woken up, or when you're brought around or defrosted or however the fuck you want to call it, you're brought around to it in a time where potentially they could be doing this. So it's it's time travelling of a sort, because you're knocked out, and then when you wake up, your only experience of being you're gone for a little while, and then you come out in this new world. So, been covered in films like Demolition Man being one with cryogenic freezing was a really big thing.
Actually, Demolition Man is a really good example for this specific thing.
Oh, there we go. See, don't bring back Wesley Snipes though. He was a mad kind of Demolition Man. He was in trouble, like.
But you know when at the end when he freezes him and then kicks him and he explodes.
Yeah, smashes him. Yeah.
So that's almost what this is about. So the problem with cryogenic freezing, it's not about it's sort of about the freezing process. So when you're frozen, you're like the cells they get crystallized in like quite large crystals. So that's like quite a big problem with cryogenics.
Right.
See, now I thought that was the only. So I'm not I'm not entirely sure about this article, but basically the point of this article is they put gold rods, like nanorods, into like the cells or into the antifreeze basically. So when you get warmed up, the lasers pinpoint the gold nanorods. And they disperse the energy like faster, when you come to, you come to quicker.
Right.
You get defrosted quicker, and that's the point of this article. So I don't know what you just said while I was.
That was kind of defrosted was definitely mentioned.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So basically you defrost quicker, but as far as I know, that doesn't fix the problem about the large crystals forming when you are frozen initially.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so if you're frozen and everything is formed in large crystals, because you're frozen pretty quickly, being the idea of cryogenic freezing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're frozen slowly, you just die of hypothermia.
Oh yeah, well no, you're already dead pretty much when you're frozen. You're dead. Your brain turns off way before you're frozen.
So cover because so why would you get into this sort of state? I sort of tried to cover it initially, but obviously know fuck all about this. So. Why? What would be the purpose of cryogenic freezing?
Well, there's several purposes. Obviously, the one that I'm passionate about is about becoming, biomechanical or uploading your consciousness. So you'd want to be frozen and then unfrozen once technology has reached a stage where you can
that's
be
kind of what I was saying, like if you've got a disease or something, there's something uncurable, you're frozen at that point and then you're unfrozen at the point of, so you've got a stamp on your toes, it'll like wake up when cancer is curable, like.
Yeah, so there's that, and that's what it says that, yeah, but there's the other side, which is just people like me that might do it that are like, well, you know what,
so time travelling.
There's that, so there's enough. So people like me that would be like, I just want to be unfrozen when I can upload my consciousness, and then there's other people that literally it's like time traveling. Yeah.
Maybe you just want to wake up and see.
I just want to fucking wake up.
13 like there. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Wow, 1,000 years. Imagine what's happened in the last 1,000 years.
All dead.
Maybe. Yeah.
All fucked.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not optimistic. It's too many shits.
But we'll be long gone. We'll be long left.
Oh yeah, we'll go. I'm not worried about myself. Like,
oh no, I don't mean our lives. I mean the human race will be long left Earth by 30.
Do you reckon?
Fuck yeah, 1,000 years. Think about what's happened in the last 1,000 years.
Yeah, we fucked up the planet we're living on, like real bad.
For true, that's why they're probably going to leave it.
But I mean, so do you think they would have terraformed another planet by that point?
No. We'll just have ships that can, go.
Just be living on Stardate 3013.
Well, they'll probably produce a load of ships with a load of cryo-frozen people that can get woken up at different points when they reach S3 planets.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like we'd probably try and fix the place we're on first.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I reckon. No, we're methane-eating bacteria.
Well, it only turns it to carbon dioxide, so you still
which is fine to power all the plants.
You still got plants, yeah, but people
we
don't
like plants. Plants are sweet. They make oxygen. We need that.
We like plants, but most people just chop them down and make furniture out of them.
I don't think most people, but yeah, for sure there are.
There's a few of them.
Yeah, there's a few. There's like 7 or 8.
all 7 or 8 IKEAs.
Just 7 or 8 IKEAs. Just a couple of like, pine warehouses.
Pine's dead, mate. That's what I learned today.
What? Pine's dead.
It was big in the 90s.
Oh, is it? It's gone now.
Yeah.
That's right. What's next? Broadly,
Oh no, this is the last one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this is the last one.
No, we had a nice
Yeah,
last
no,
one.
the titties, yeah.
Huh?
Titties and boobies and stuff is the next one.
Let's go last one.
You want to go last one? Alright,
Sure.
well then we're wrapping it up.
Fine.
Thanks, guys.
Let's wrap it up. Bit of comedy.
But about the cryogenics.
Oh, okay, alright. Serious.
Well, it's just about the freeze during the freezing process, the crystals that are formed, the ice crystals in your cells are very large.
Right.
So during the cooling process, the tissue dies.
So during the cooling process or the defrosting process? I
Defrost.
call it defrosting because I'm sure that's not the way to use it, but
That'll do.
uncooling. Uncooling. Sorry.
I'm
Okay,
done.
fine. Yeah. So the problem is it's the not necessarily the freezing it's the issue, it's the unfreezing.
It is the unfreezing, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That I always thought the freezing was the issue because of the large crystals that form when you're frozen. But they're saying, nah, we'll just deal with that with gold nanorods.
That's how I solve all my problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so this is your last one.
Alright,
Booty tit hooter. Funniest words in the English language revealed.
I mean...
Oh, matron.
I mean, it's a carry-on article of those scientific... So this was just a funny little end thing. So booty, tit and booby are the funniest words in the English language. The fact I'm smiling while I'm saying this, I feel like sort of is supporting it.
Oh, you've already nailed it.
Booty, tit and booby, the funniest
Booby's
words
a
in
good
the
one.
English language. Booby's a fun one. I feel like there's better words.
But booby's kind of thing. It's like one of the first words you use for breast. So it kind of reminds me of my mum's breasts.
I don't think booty's a good one though.
Booty's just like
Booty's it reminds me of pirates more than anything.
really.
Yeah,
Reminds me of like
when you booty.
it doesn't remind me of that. But
Tiddlywink's a good word.
yeah, when you're 3 in the 90s.
Well, yeah,
Like
okay.
93.
Yeah, but booby is also up there, and tit. I mean, tit is a classic.
Tit is a
because
good one, yeah.
It's the whole sort of bird
Fucking
thing. So,
tit.
right,
right,
yeah. Like, I mean, that's
Fucking tit.
it's an easy joke to make. When you call someone a tit, it makes someone say,
I like booby, but I don't like booby at the same time. It's very motherly. It's like
boobies. Yeah.
well, no, boob. Well, no, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I
think
feel like
boobies-
boob is like the first word you learn for boob. I like the insult boob. You fucking boob.
Yeah, don't be such a fucking boob.
It's
yeah.
very playful.
Yeah.
Playful insult.
Yeah, it's an
It's
easy
not
one
like
to get away
it's not
with.
like you're a cunt.
Yeah, so if you call them a cunt, then you've got
Yeah.
problems. If you call them a twat, you've also got similar. If you call them a dickhead, also bad.
Like,
Call them a boob.
Boob, you're a fucking
Yeah.
boob.
So, you boob.
You're such a
So,
boob.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
think
good
it's an easy word to say, but I don't think it's the funniest word. One of the funniest words in the English language. I feel like that's a bit grandiose. You want to chill out, boob. Fucking.
So what is this? Just saying this is it. Well, these are the funniest words. I don't think they're the funniest words.
No, well, it's according to Warwick University, so obviously they've got no sense of humour.
There's a lot of good words. Let's just name them.
All good words.
Wait, what are some of your favourite words? I don't know, man. I think I've got a couple.
Favourite words.
Crab's a good one.
I like calling people tools. I like
Tool. Yeah, you do a chief.
You say
Chief's
chief's a good one. So
You do love a chief. Yeah.
I don't love a chief. So sometimes people are just chiefs.
Well, you call people. That's your insult. That's like your go-to.
I do like to melt.
Melt is
Call
another
someone
one
a
you use a
fucking
lot.
melt.
Yeah.
It's a really good one. But yeah, melt is a good word. It's a fun word to say. Melt. Good.
Yeah.
The L and T combination at the end.
I don't often insult people, and if I do, I'd probably just like fucking cunt,
And there's some
Cock.
people mostly out of.
L face,
L.
cheese head. I've never
L
said that in
face,
my
yeah.
life. Hey,
I
what? I mean,
usually say out of affection. I don't usually aggressively insult someone.
yeah, I mean, a lot of your insults. Whenever you're like, oh, that guy's a fucking. Yeah, you say like fucking melt.
Tit, sometimes. Tit is probably one.
Tit isn't that bad, but boob is such a better word.
Yeah, boob is better.
Oh, fucking boob. It's endearing.
It's quite a soft word.
Yeah, boob.
Yeah, boob. It's like, tit is a bit harder.
Yeah.
You absolute fucking tit.
Yeah,
I've definitely done that a few times. Sort of saying, why'd you do that for, you tit? Like, it's. Yeah.
We've not been in very many insulting situations together.
No, I don't really feel like I've ever.
You've definitely called a lot of people chief though in front
Well,
of me.
yeah, but I feel
That
that's
guy's a chief.
Yeah. Only because if you mention them and they sort of say, "Oh, do you know so and so?" It's like, "Yeah, he's a bit of a chief." It doesn't necessarily make it a funny word, but it's an easy word to say, and it's not overly insulting. And plus, I can say it to their face, and they don't get that angry. So you're right, chief. It's very.
That's
much
true.
It's very much in the tone of voice you say it.
But then I can. But then it depends how well you know someone, because I can go, well, alright, cunt.
Yeah, well, obviously, like if
You're not gonna be like, oh, he's
Yeah.
in a bad mood. You'd
Yeah.
be like, yeah.
I think this is a uniquely male thing. I don't think necessarily most girls say, "Oh, you're right, twat face," and it's term.
You say that, but I know a lot of girls that are really horrible to each other. They always call each other fat as a joke.
Yeah, I've
But
definitely-
not a
yeah.
joke. It's like
No,
a joke.
you're right. Yeah, I've definitely heard that.
Oh, you
Yeah,
didn't say
when-
fat today. Oh,
well,
all
this-
right, fatty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
It's like-
Fatty is. Oh, I didn't see you at the gym yesterday, fatty. Like, but it's always quite juvenile.
Yeah, but
It's never like,
also
"Bang."
quite cruel.
Yeah, but I think that might just be us sort of like looking at it from the outside.
Maybe they don't give a fuck.
Like, yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
like, did you seriously just call that guy a cunt? It's like, yeah, he's one of my best mates. Of course, like,
He's my best cunt, mate.
Yeah, obviously, yes. Ah, you cunt. No, speak to me on that again, you cunt.
But no,
Bang
look, you
out.
could call me anything, literally anything, and I'd be like, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
It's if you don't swear, then it's worse.
Yeah. Hello, friend.
Hello.
That's way creepy.
Listen, pal. You gotta have a talk.
Oh no, I wouldn't like
Yeah,
that.
how weird.
Especially
How
not
weird
looking
would
at me
that
like
be?
that with your cold dead
I'm gonna
eyes.
cold my shark
Your fucking
eyes.
shark
Put
eyes.
my
Yeah.
shark eyes on.
Get your fucking McDonald eyes away from me.
McDonald eyes. That was weird. Oh, Rory McDonald. Okay, yep. So weird fucking UFC reference.
Sorry,
Fine,
shark
thank you.
eyes. Like, that's the
Shark
best I
eyes.
can do. I was like, did I get his name
No,
right? I was
anyway,
like,
these aren't the funny words. Fuck you.
no, I think you're wrong, science. Fuck you, science, Warwick.
Cock juggling thunder cunt is clearly a better combination of words.
I don't like it. Only because it's a